beast that disturb in the streets. Snap boxing with niggas like Tyson trying to practice on breaking your teeth. I ain't the bitch, but I'm a beast at the least. With two Ninas hungry for beef, I swear the bitches ain't ate in a week. I'm like a Maserati, unable to slow down. Choppers in preparation for whatever the fuck might go down. The gutter made me low down, hit houses and kick the door down. Fuck over your rage, just at the same time I'm knocking your whole down. Mechanic with this tool, run up tripping and lose your car though. Bullets and infrareds to scan over you like a barcode. Never stay out the way, I duck off in this Monte Carlo. Get working, package it up and then ship it out by the carload. Hood intelligence, plus I keep a bed full of bond money. Anything more than that, I guarantee I jump on, dummy. It's like I'm greedy when they come to this finish. So anything in opposition, damn sure better be ready. I get it in the nigga.
Money and murder, money and murder, money and facts, money and murder, money and murder, money and facts, money and murder, money and murder, money.
Yeah. Straight the truth, what's good, homie? Welcome to Brooklyn, Maino. I break bread with the criminals, niggas that'll finish you. Fire from my Tech 9, blood on my tennis shoes. Running with my killer crew, look at how my killers move. Coming through, stomping on your city like Godzilla do. Everybody, anybody can get it, I'm with it, come get it. I bet that you gon' get your head split it. Cause niggas know we moving from BK to Houston. We lootin', we shootin', we beatin', we bruising. The CL, I'm cooping, the brick sales, we cooping. I can get you touched in and it gets so that you in. More money, more murder, my young boys are hurt you. More gunplay, round my way we come through and squirt you. They calling me unstoppable, I done the impossible. I ain't met a nigga here yet that do what I can do. Everybody, anybody can get it, I'm with it. Sex, drugs, money, and murder, nigga, let's get it.
Facts, drugs, money and murder, money and murder, money and facts, drugs, money and murder, money and murder, money and facts, drugs, money and murder, money and murder, money and facts, drugs, money and murder, money and murder, money and
Peace. It's Bronzebird here with the Brownstone Powwow. Barren, why I don't celebrate New Year's. Now, before we begin tonight's episode, and I might keep the stream probably by like an hour or two. I just gotta discuss with you guys some information that I found out today. That's why I know the Most High is always sending me downloads. And why I always know like I'm on the right track when it comes to learning about the Most High, Yahweh Shai, whatever God you want to call him, Jesus, and this, that, and the third. Now, before I begin, those who celebrate New Year's, in my words, I will tell you, Happy New Year's. Now, the title of this show is called Barren, Why I Don't Celebrate New Year's. And I'll get into that discussion for a second. I didn't celebrate Christmas. My family did, though. And, it's one of those sort of things when you start to get into the knowledge. Shout out to my homeboy 1G's real quick. Divine Creator. Yeah. It's one of those type of things. I don't feel guilty about it, but at the same time, they understand where I'm coming from. So they have to take time to understand, like, I'm not doing the same things I'm doing when I was in my early 20s or when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? Buying gifts and all these different things. And I think a majority of people, or a good amount of people, have the knowledge of what's the meaning behind Christmas. certain people don't know the meaning of New Year's, right? Let me start off with this. At a surface level, when I started digging into the crates about what New Year's meant, I knew something was wrong, right? Because let's take this for instance. And again, I'm not crapping on anybody that celebrate New Year's. If you celebrate New Year's, you know, happy New Year's to you. I hope your year is going to be prosperous, great, and all these different things. I'm not crapping on you at all, okay? What I want to say is, when I first came into the idea about New Year's, I was understanding the winter solstice. Yes, it's technically, I mean, well, look, we're going to get into that for a second because it revolves around paganism. Garcia is always spitting facts, so I already know he's about to say some stuff in the chat. I already know that. But getting back to what I was talking about the New Year, when I first started getting into the knowledge about understanding these holidays, what exactly a lot of them meant, and understanding a lot of the parameters that's happening in our society about how you have the gods and the goddesses, that's Romans and Greeks, and then understanding the Roman and Greek culture, which I'm still studying. And then I try to recognize like crazy things that I like to think about. Like, I remember when I was in college, I was taking courses. I took a course about some type of philosophy class, and then I remember taking a Shakespeare class, and about how a lot of the stuff that was going on, that's going on today, like, you know, in the olden society, it didn't mean nothing to them, but today it's more taboo. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still a different type of wave about it. You understand? So let me get on track about New Year's. New Year's, you have to ask this question. If it's about renewing, if it's about coming together, right? If it's about new year, new me, let's think about this for a second. The winter solstice starts December 21st. The next time you have a solstice is in the spring, which would be around March the 21st, okay? Then the summer solstice is June 21st. Then the autumn solstice is September the 21st. So exactly, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that soon. We don't celebrate the New Year until March 22nd. Yes, and I'm going to get into that. Now think about it, y'all. Why would you celebrate New Year's in the dead of winter? Let me repeat that again. Why would you celebrate New Year's in the dead of winter? If the winter solstice just started in December the 21st, how could it be a new year where there's no life? Life, technically, if you think about it on a cosmic level, life dies in the winter. Hence the reason you have a lot of animals that go into hibernation. You don't have flies and bugs all over and this, that, and the third, because of the fact of the matter they're seeking shelter from warmth, right? This is at a surface level. I'm not even getting into the whole entire dig yet. You understand? I'm just getting into the basic knowledge of, like, you have to start doing some critical thinking just like I did. Because I started doing some critical thinking. So I'm just like, okay, certain amount of this stuff doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't. Winter begins December the 21st. We have December, January, February, and then the early March until March 21st. Now, within that frame, we have Christmas, New Year's, January. What's the holiday? What's a holiday in January? And I'm not talking about MLK Day and this, that, and the third. I'm talking about like a national holiday. You know what I mean? That's in January. I can't think of any besides New Year's, right? February is Valentine's Day, in which we understand there is some paganistic values to that. You know, the whole entire thing about the kid with the arrow and shooting right in the butt and this, that, and the third. I remember Valentine's Day, Saint Valentine and this, that, and the third. I remember it, but, you know, I got to brush up on my history about that. I remember. And then March, I don't remember what holiday is in March, right? But then in between that, February also has the month that has the holiday called Fat Tuesday. I don't know if anybody knows about Fat Tuesday. And usually why I know all this is because IHOP usually has yeah, I'm fat. But I don't eat IHOP anymore. But there's usually a festival they have, and this is what gears around Mardi Gras and all these different things around that culture, because they usually have Fat Tuesday and stuff like that. And then there's Palm Sunday, I believe. That's around in March. I forgot, y'all. It's always a celebration. It's about 2 to 3 acknowledgments of holidays or something like that in February, and then in March. I believe so. I remember. But Fat Tuesday is in February, right? And IHOP usually has a festival where they give 3 pancakes for free. Like, you get a stack of pancakes for free. You just gotta go to your neighborhood IHOP and they'll hook you up, right? So now we're talking about the season of the Barren. We're talking about the season of the dead. Birds fly south before the winter hits because they're trying to go to warm places to stay where they at. And then, of course, there's just different species of birds that ignore migrating to the south and then coming back to the north when it becomes warmer outside, right? Now, yeah, hold on. And Nido Gras is supposed to be indigenous Indian holiday. Well, brother, great thing for you is I always welcome knowledge on a panel. So if you want to come up a little bit later when I drop the link, we can talk about that. Because Mardi Gras, we can say that it's an indigenous holiday, but then even with that, we still have to have the understanding that even when it came to the indigenous culture, there's a lot that went into that. I've read books where they still was like worshiping sun gods, worshiping moon gods, earth gods, and all that other stuff. And, you know, they would sacrifice children in certain tribes. Not specifically in North America. I remember reading about certain tribes in like Mexico and South America. They would sacrifice children. But that's a topic for another day. It's just a lot of stuff. They worship sun gods. And then it would be people that would sacrifice themselves before the people that was in high positions. I forgot their names, man. I'm rusty. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, it's like I low-key have dementia, but I don't. But now let's get back into New Year's. Now, yeah, we plagued with Pan-Africanism ruining the Zulu parade. Yeah, it's a lot of jewels being dropped, y'all. This is too much. Y'all saying some crazy stuff. But let me get into New Year's, right? So let's think about this for a second. Season of the Dead, renewal of life does not come until March, because March is supposed to be the renewal of life, where that solstice that comes in, you do spring cleaning, right? So you do, Seminoles, yes. I gotta stop reading the chat, y'all. Y'all distracting me, but y'all continue talking. So you do spring cleaning in March, right? That's what you do. Peace, Mama Bird. You do spring cleaning in March. You don't do spring cleaning in December. So that's why I say it's a little bit confusing on why we should celebrate New Year's in the dead of winter, when the trees are barren, when animals hibernate, and when the fact of the matter is you're more likely to stay at home because of the cold weather that's outside. You understand me? So let's get into this knowledge real quick. Now, when I looked at a surface level, that's the reason why I started to make an inquiry about why I was like, why do we celebrate New Year's? Why do we do all these different things? And I'm going to be doing some light research while I talk to y'all, but we're going to get into this knowledge. You feel me? Because the fact of the matter is, they say that even around December 25th is supposed to be God's birthday, right? Jesus' birthday is supposed to be December 25th. It's supposed to be him and this, that, and the third, but then rise again from the ashes and life begins in what? It also begins in the spring, right? I have to keep bringing up the spring because spring is supposed to be spring up of new life so that it blooms by the summer. So why would life bloom in the winter? That doesn't make sense. Now, we can get into the celebration and talk about how even with Christmas, they had the whole entire thing where they were switching around holidays. You understand what I'm saying? Where you been, King? Miss you on Janet's. Tell Janet I miss her too. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what she be doing streams. But anyway, I'm bugging. She's talking to King's Lion. My fault. My fault, y'all. I'm thinking she's talking to me. All right. So you know that when it was talking about Christmas, just to get into what I was talking about, because it's a celebration for each. It's a celebration for Christmas where they exchange gifts. Then on New Year's, it's a celebration of new life, right? But then we get into the whole entire conversation about gods, in which you have to understand a lot of these holidays geared towards Roman and Greek gods, right? A lot of it does. A lot of people have to understand when you celebrate a lot of these holidays, they like to sit up there and say, oh no, it's not paganistic and this, that, and the third. That's because you don't understand. And it's okay to say you don't understand, because even still certain things that I'm learning up to this point, I don't even understand yet, right? But I have the idea and I understood for a second. It's not right that we're celebrating New Year's like this. It's not God's birthday or Jesus's birthday in December 25th. It's no way that it isn't. There's no way that life makes a renewal January 1st, December 31st, the transition. No way. So getting into what I'm getting into, I'm going to show you something, because this is where we need to break down stuff, right? So let's break down December for a second. Because the calendar that we're celebrating is the Gregorian calendar. We're not celebrating the right calendar for our people. What's the natural calendar of things? Because even December is not the 12th month. Think about, you gotta take the hybrid word of things, like the prefix of words. You understand? So check this out. I'm gonna share my screen. You know how I do it. Hold on, I was about to share the link real quick. Let me show y'all real quick. All right. Let's show y'all. All right, boom. So check this out. So you see on the screen, it says alternative forms, Decembre. These are the abbreviations. Yeah, the abbreviations is DEC, DEC, DC. Now, etymologies say from Middle English, December, Decembre, from Old French, Decembre, from Latin, December, 10th month, from Latin, Decem, 10, Latin, ber, from bris, and an adjectival suffix. December was the 10th month in the Roman calendar. So now you have all this stuff out here. December, plural, Decembers, the 12th and last month of the Gregorian calendar, following November, and the preceding the January of the following year. Synonym, Yule month, rare. A female given name from English, a rare surname. Now, this is the thing. When we talk about the Gregorian calendar, that's the present day calendar we have. Now, if you recognize what happens in certain cultures, such as the Chinese culture, right? Chinese New Year is in what month? Can anybody tell me what month that when we have Chinese New Year? Not even we, when the Chinese celebrate New Year's. Because their New Year's is different from, at least here in North America's New Year's. They don't celebrate New Year's in January 1st unless they're westernized. Now, etymology says, now this is the Gregorian calendar that I'm talking about. Named after Pope Gregory the 8th? Yeah, who decreed it should be used. Proper noun, Gregorian calendar, the calendar currently used in the Western world. It replaced the Julian calendar and was devised to halt the slow drift of the vernal equinox towards earlier in the year. Now, from my understanding, yes, it was the Julian calendar at a certain time. No, they don't, Pure. They don't celebrate. I gotta correct you on that. The Chinese celebrate New Year's in February. That's the only reason why I know is because they do parades. They have a parade. I'm giving a location where I'm at. Like, okay, so where they do parades at, let's just say in my city, they do parades in Queens. They have a big concentration of Chinese people in Queens, more specifically in Flushing, Queens. So when they have the Chinese New Year, they do the Chinese New Year in February. They don't do it in January. Chinese New Year is in February, pure butterfly spirit. The New Year's for the Western world is January 1st. So I just so we have an understanding. Well, that's the thing. My friend is Cambodian and Chinese. I go with her every Chinese New Year's. Well, I mean, wait, hold on. So is there Cambodian? Is the Cambodian different from the Chinese New Year's then, Pure? Because the Chinese New Year over here is in February. It's not in January. They do it. I'll show it up on the screen. Because their Chinese New Year's is a month afterwards. And that's when they have all the symbolism of like animals and all these different things, just so we have an understanding on that. So boom, check this out. I'm gonna show my street. I'm gonna show my screen again. It's in February. Let's see. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna show you the animal they have for this year as well. Okay, bet. Cool. Got you. So this year is supposed to be the year of the tiger. So happy Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year 2022, February 1st. Animal sign tiger horoscope. So that's what it says right there. When is Chinese New Year 2022? February 1st. Chinese New Year 2022 will fall on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, starting a year of the tiger. Celebrations of Chinese New Year traditionally last for 16 days, starting from Chinese New Year's Eve to the Lantern Festival. In 2022, that is from January 31st to February 15th. As a public holiday, Chinese people will get 7 days off from work from January 31st to February 6th in 2022. So now I'm going to show you the parade they have, the Chinese New Year parade. New Year parade. And I mean, yeah, they have it across different lands, but I'm going to show you New York City. They have it. They have one in Chinatown. The Lunar New Year, they call it. It's early February. They usually have it around there. So check this out. You still see it on the screen? Wuhan New Year. This guy's an asshole. I don't remember Pure, because I remember they had the Lunar Festival around in February. I don't remember the date, but I remember it was like early February they had it. Now, Lunar New Year Parade and Festival and Parade, Chinatown. Chinatown's annual Lunar New Year celebration always features stunning visuals, tantalizing treats, and impressive performances. This year, the festivities may look a little different, but expect the community to do all they can to give a warm welcome the Year of the Ox. Also note that similar Lunar New Year's events take place in the city's other Chinatown, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, and Flushing, Queens. And usually it's more of a big celebration in this area of Flushing, Queens than it is Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Just so I can give y'all a perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that on y'all minds real quick. And now I'm going to dig into this information, these crates, about why, again, I don't celebrate New Year's. My New Year's wouldn't start until March. Now, it was interesting. I was seeing this young woman on Instagram that was sharing about the Bible, and I was fascinated. I was so fascinated. I was like, that's why I know I got a download from the Most High. Like every time I want something, every time I just want to give y'all this information, and I don't know it too tough, I'm like, okay, cool. They got it. You know what I mean? So let me show you this. This shit was crazy, yo. This shit was crazy. So she told us on the gram. She said Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 1. And I was like, yo, what? Like, this is crazy. So I'm going to get into a bib for a second, but we're going to dig into like December, because I already gave y'all the prefix of what December means. It's the 10th month. Just like when you have 10 sides of something, you call it a decagon, right? So now let's get into it. Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 1, the King James Version says, observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God, for in the month of Abib the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. And so I'm gonna just read a little bit with y'all about this. I don't know how long this shit is. I'm gonna just get into this though, because this is fascinating. I love it. You know me, I'm trying to really study this. So now it says, let's go on to chapter 2. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy God of the flock and the herd in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou comest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coast 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificest the first day at even remain all night until the morning. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates which the Lord thy God giveth thee, but at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt. And I'm going to read up to 10. I'm going to read up to verse 10. And thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which the Lord thy God shall choose, and thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents. 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be the solemn assembly to the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work therein. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God with a tribute of a free will offering of thine hand, which thou shalt give unto the Lord thy God according as the Lord thy God have blessed thee. Now that's the first one. That's that dig right there. You understand? That's that dig. I was so happy when I saw that. I was like, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I was like, yo, I'm telling you. So let's dig in a little bit deeper, right? I want to show you this on the screen real quick. I'm going to show y'all. So, and also I'm going to get into, there's certain traditions where they have different setups for New Year's. Even when you talk about the quote-unquote Jewish people, they have Rosh Hashanah, which I actually found out yesterday. I didn't find out, I knew about Rosh Hashanah, but I didn't know the deeper meaning into Rosh Hashanah. Because even when it comes to certain cities, even if you're taking New York, for example, they observe Jewish holidays. So there's certain schools or certain places where they say, don't come to school, don't come to work. Let me answer the question. Well, I'm going to say this. I'm learning the Bible. I'm learning about myself. I'm learning where I stand in the world. Like to make it perfectly clear, my rhetoric does go along with the Aboriginal way, because that's something I learned as well. Also about Hebrews. So I'm not going to say rightfully so I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm just learning the information and what makes sense based upon the knowledge that I tried to learn for myself. Because before, the whole entire life that I had before this, I wouldn't say a devout Christian, but, you know, I was raised up in that whole entire Christian wave where I was like, okay, you go to church every Sunday, you learn the word of God, even though when I was younger, I would fall asleep because the pastor would sit up there and have his Bible scriptures and tell him, this is how you do for the Lord and blah, blah, blah. But it never was fulfilling. Because when I got out of church that Sunday and I went back home, it was back to the same old routine for the week. And consciously, as a Christian, you know that you're sinning every day. But then Saturday is just like you party and you feast. And then Sunday you just go to church and you like God, Lord, Jesus, and all these different things. So that's why I say I remove a lot. I'm not going to loosely say Hebrew Israelite, right? But I'm saying I'm at least learning and cognizant to the point like I'm interested in the topic. You know what I'm saying? If I am to go with the narrative, I would be considered Tribe of Judah. Let's just really be real about it. I would be considered Tribe of Judah. Now, with that being said, I also come into the perspective of the Aboriginals as well. Because I do believe, in particular, so-called black people are Aboriginal people, whether you like it or not. The first meaning of man always had hue. You understand what I'm saying? And the misconception of saying black, you know, I say so-called black, you usually hear me say that, but usually the skin of the people was very dark brown, almost too black. There's a lot of words that had similar meanings to the point of calling someone black. So, of course, you have Negro, you have all these different terms and all this other stuff, and a lot of terms that even ancient explorers that could have been so-called black was calling fellow other people when they went to conquer other lands or go over as traders and all these different things at different times and periods. And, you know, conversations about the Moors, conversations about the ancient Britons, conversations about the Aboriginal people who existed in Europe and all these different things. I'm still learning this stuff. Like, I get fascinated because right now I'm interested in learning about the Etruscans or Etruscans, right? I've heard that a lot. I've learned about the Britons, like I said, the Moors and all these different things. So just to answer that question real quick, I'm just not gonna say that. But obviously, if you ever hear from me, I don't agree with using the term African American. I do not use that term African American because it's a very pseudo term. You're calling a group of people African American where they could have existed on different planes of the world. And then we can get into the whole conversation about the continent of MU, and about how the lands was landlocked together and then it spread out, it parted like the sea and all these different things. The Atlantis, you know what I'm saying? All those different things. And Bronze, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, you talk the continent of MU, I can't say the name right because it's MU. But then even with that, you'll still get a trace of the Aboriginals of the MU, which would be the Aboriginal Australians and the Samoans and this, that, and the third. There's different textures of the original brown people of the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to take in. It's a lot of knowledge that I gotta really bust my ass on doing this year. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. White. Yeah, that's why I say so-called white. I don't say white people. I say so-called white. So-called black, so-called white, so-called, I don't even really say so-called brown people, because so-called brown people will refer to today's Hispanic population, Mexicans, people that exist more or less in South America and Central America. And even with that, if you go to different places in South America, you will see brown people. You know what I'm saying? You will see people that's brown skin or look like North Americans, aka so-called African Americans, at the end of the day. So it's a lot to take in. And I really think South American Negroes, so-called Negroes in South America, you really could look at them and be like, they look similar to North American Negroes, in my opinion. But getting back into the conversation, let's explore this term Abib. And we're gonna, because Abib was a month in the Hebrew calendar. That's what I got the information from today. So I'm gonna show you that really quickly. I'm gonna show you this Abib. So keep the holiday of Abib so you can see, right? Yeah, it's showing twice. What the fuck am I doing? All right, homepage displays of dates. Aside from the normal secular date, we have added the weekday name according to Hebrew custom. No, I'm not gonna do all that. Hebrew weekdays. Except for the Sabbath day, the individual days of the week have no names, just numbers. The middle column in the table below gives the actual transliterated pronunciation of the names. Yom is pronounced Yom, and the KH is a guttural sound, often spelled as CH. There is no CH sound in Hebrew, as there is in English. Modern Hebrew, however, can create a ch sound by putting an accent mark in front of the Hebrew letter chet or chet. This is used only in rare cases in order to properly pronounce such words or names as Church or Churchill, referring to the person Winston Churchill. So the days of the week, you understand and I understand that usually the days of the week is starting on Monday and it ends on Sunday. Whereas I have an understanding that the work week starts on Sunday, even though usually you usually work 5 days. There's certain people who work, I do. We work 5 days a week and then you're off on weekends. So you're off on the so-called 6th day and the 7th day. which would be the Gregorian days of things or the Western world of things. You're not celebrating their proper form, whatever. So Sunday, tomorrow, would be the first day. Monday would be the second day, and so on and so forth. But Saturday is supposed to be the rest day. Now, in the Jewish culture, they do this. Saturday, they don't shop, they don't spend money, they don't cook food, they don't do none of that. They don't do none of that, and it's supposed to be called Shabbat. And I see that from a lot of Hebrew Israelite tribes. They usually talk about Shabbat. But that's why I'm a little bit careful on the whole entire conversation about the Sabbath day in general, because the fact of the matter is it's still going by the Gregorian calendar. So everything is all over the place. So let's see. Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, Yom Shlishi, Yom Revi'i, Yom Chamishi, Yom Shishi, Shabbat. Now, this is the Babylonian and all this other stuff, yo. Like, see this on your screen? That's the Babylonian character. That's the calendar. That's not us. That's not the thing. If I'm coming into, I'm trying to celebrate. I'm not trying to celebrate none of that. I'm just going to try to give y'all a little something real quick so y'all have an understanding. So check this out. So the first one says Nisan. 14th is the Passover. 15th to the 21st is unleavened bread. 16 is offering of first fruits. Jordan swells from rains to melting snow. Barley. Iyar, late Passover. This is in April. 16 festivals of weeks. Pentecost. Tammuz, which is in June. July, Ab, Elul, August. Tishri. I don't even know how to announce that, y'all. But basically, these are the dates that would be primarily to the idea of the Hebrew calendar. But I've always believed that, even before, still studying this now, that March or April is the real season of the awakening, the greenery of coming back to life. You know what I'm saying? The renewal. So see right here, see how you have Tebeth and you have Jan? So it's this and it's that. This is where it's supposed to be vegetation developing, album blossoming, and all that other not nonsense, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to the real conversation, y'all. And I know, because this is the thing. Wait, are you saying job? Just operate, bitch. I dig that. And this is the thing. That's why I don't necessarily agree with Saturday being the real Sabbath. I don't necessarily agree with that, because again, we're living in the Gregorian calendar, the Babylonian ways of life. So how could that really be? Like, they tell you Saturday, you're not supposed to be doing this, you're not supposed to be doing that. Do I believe you should work on Saturday? I honestly don't think you should. I mean, and that's my honest opinion. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I'm not debating that. But to get on to the final thing that I wanted to talk about, which I was doing research for the last couple of days on this, and I'm still going to study this afterwards. Now we get to January, the first month of the year of the Gregorian calendar. Today is what? January the 1st. Now, what is the etymology of January? That's just something we have to talk about for real, so we can understand this all, because I really do not celebrate New Year's. Now, January, this is supposed to be from the god called Janus, the god of doors, gates, and transition. History of the ancient Roman god Janus. In ancient Roman religion and mythology, Janus was the god of gates and doors. So basically, the portal world, going from a certain realm of life to another realm of life, or a transition into different energies, levels, whatever you want to call it, right? So, see, the ancient Romans had a specific god who held the key, so to speak, to the metaphorical doors or gateways between what was and what is to come. The liminal space of transitioning out of one period of time into something new. At Anderson Lock, we're kind of obsessed with all things relating to doors and keys. In this post, we're unlocking the myth surrounding Janus, the Roman god of doors. Who is Janus? Who seems like the ancient Romans had a god or goddesses for everything. Poseidon, god of the sea. Venus, goddess of love and beauty. And Apollo, god of the sun. Just to name a few. Other well-known Roman gods include Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Mars, Neptune, Orcus, Ceres, Juno, Luno Diana, and Vesta. And then there's Janus, a lesser-known god, but arguably one of the most important. In Roman mythology, Janus was the god of the doors, gates, and transition. Janus represented the middle ground between both concrete and abstract dualities such as life/death, beginning, end, youth, adulthood, rural, urban, war, peace, and barbarism/civilization. Janus was known as the initiator of human life transformations between stages of life and shifts from one historical era to another. Ancient Romans believed Janus ruled over life events such as weddings, births, and deaths. He oversaw seasonal events such as planting, harvests, seasonal changes, and the new year. According to Roman mythology, Janus was present at the beginning of the world. As the god of gates, Janus guarded the gates of heaven and held access to heaven and other gods. For this reason, Janus was often invoked first in ancient Roman religious ceremonies, and during public sacrifices, offerings were given to Janus before any other deity. In fact, there is evidence that Janus was worshipped long before many of the other Roman gods, dating all the way back to the time of Romulus, the founder and first ruler of Rome. And if you've ever wondered how the month of January got its name, you have Janus to thank. As the Roman god of beginnings and transitions, Janus is the namesake of January, the first month of the new year. Why does Janus have two faces? And this is something I learned today also. Janus has two faces for the past and the future. That's basically the concept of Janus. But of course, it's going to be something a little bit more than that. Now, why does Janus have two faces? What is unusual about the god Janus is his iconic image. As the god of transitions and dualities... Hold on. Okay, my fault, y'all. I'm messing up. As the god of transition and dualities, Janus is portrayed with two faces, one facing the past, one facing the future. He also holds a key in his right hand, which symbolizes his protection of doors, gates, thresholds, and other separations of openings between spatial boundaries. In ancient Rome, the symbol of the key is also signified that a traveler has come to find safe harbor and trade goods in peace. What is a Janus coin? Janus also oversaw the initiation of financial enterprises and the humankind's transition from barbarism to civilization. A major aspect of this was the creation of coins. Roman myth says that Janus was the first among the gods or humans to mint coins. Because of this, the image of his double-faced head appeared on many Roman coins. These coins can still be found in museums today, and representations of Janus coins are popular on jewelry. Who is the Greek god of doors? While most Roman deities have an equivalent in Greek mythology, there is no Greek god that serves a Janus counterpart. This can cause some confusion, leading people to wonder if Janus was a Greek or a Roman god. Greek myth does contain a character similar to Janus, Orthus, a two-faced dog. Similar to Janus, Orthus has one face looking to the past and one to the future. However, he didn't have the same significance in ancient Greece as Janus did in ancient Rome. Now, this reminds me of something really quickly. You see this right here? Now, this was supposed to be talking about Orthus, right? I want y'all to peep something for a second. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. Because if they was talking about Orthus, let's talk about Orthus real quick, and I'll come back into Janus. Now, I want to show you something. See this? The MTV2 logo has this as its logo, which is fascinating as hell to me. Because if that's the case, then they're honoring Orthus. This is supposed to be Orthus. I'm telling y'all, MTV sat up there and did this shit on purpose. This is Orthus. If they're sitting up there saying it's a dog with 2 heads, see that? Now let's get to the point. Orthus, right? This is Orthus. Orthus in Greek mythology, Greek legends and myths. See how it's the 2 dogs right there? It's the dog with the 2 heads. Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you, y'all, I'm sparking up this goddamn conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that. I heard about that. That's why I'm still doing knowledge on that as we speak. Orthus or Orthus was also killed by Hercules, aka Herocus. My fault. I'm messing up names. But yeah, man, like, doesn't the Keymaker, hold on, doesn't the Keymaker in the Matrix movie remind you of Janice? I forgot who that is, to be honest, Pure. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But you know what? I mean, honestly, it probably would make sense that it is, right? But it's been a while since I saw The Matrix. It really has been. It's been too long. So I'm... Yeah, I remember they mentioned something about Cerebrus, however you pronounce the name. I'm still learning these gods and goddesses, yo. I'm really still learning it. But I was just excited as hell today when I saw that. I was like, yes, I got to download, yo. I can't go out here not learning this shit. But let me finish up, y'all. However, he didn't have the same significance in ancient Greece as Janus did in ancient Rome. How do you protect your doorways to honor transitions? Though the traditions and worship surrounding the Roman god Janus were practiced long ago, similar practices endure today. Many Jewish homes, for instance, display a mezuzah in the doorway following the commandment to write the words of God on the gates and doorposts of your house. Similarly, Christians often display a cross above the entrance to their home, and Muslims have specific rituals and greetings for entering a mosque. If you're non-religious, perhaps you display a meaningful photograph, picture, or symbol near your front door, or positive image or token that greets visitors to your home. All right, I'm not going to do all this. Because events like seasons changes, a new year or month, birthdays, births, deaths, marriages, and even starting a new job are, in a sense, doorways between the past and the past and future. It's beneficial to honor them. Reflect on what you've experienced, plan and set goals for the future. Celebrate change and transformation. So that's something I want to give y'all. Yeah. It's been a while. Pure. It's been because I remember the characters, but like if I was to see the movie again, I'd be like, yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean I'm with you on that, but because it's been a while since I've seen that. But really quickly, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of like traditions that they celebrate certain ways. Like I was talking about the Jews, right? The Jewish people. They have their own New Year, but their whole New Year is usually in the fall time, which I'm starting to understand now because I understand why it's so important they celebrate things like such as Rosh Hashanah. Now I'm going to show you Rosh Hashanah real quick, the Jewish New Year. So you see right here, Rosh Hashanah 2022 will begin in the evening of Sunday, September 25th, and ends in the evening of Tuesday, September 27th. And this is why they call it that. So, no, they don't call it that. But Rosh Hashanah is the celebration of the Jewish New Year. It is a very important holiday on the Jewish calendar. It is the first of what we call the high holidays or high holy days, a 10-day period that ends with Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish year. So I'm going to just give y'all a little something. Rosh Hashanah in 2021 will start on Tuesday, the 7th of September, and will continue for 2 days until Wednesday, the 8th of September. That was in 2021. So just to give y'all that perspective, but yeah, just like that. Different traditions, they hold different New Year's is my point, but here in the Western world or living in America, we go by the Gregorian calendar, in which we're not actually celebrating the true New Year's, which is in March or April, because that would be the season of renewal. received the season of green coming up again. And then in certain traditions, even if you want to talk about the so-called Native American culture, they even had Harvest Fest around the fall, before the fall time. And it would usually occur in August, not in September and October. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, y'all, I'm sipping my tea. My tea done got cold. Whoever want to come up on the panel, y'all can bless the mic. I'm going to let the joint go on for about like an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want. I just wanted to spread that on y'all, like why I don't celebrate New Year's. I don't celebrate it. So just give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna mute up real quick. Damn, yo, I spit so much knowledge. My tea done got warm, damn it. My tea done... Yo. Okay, Demetris, when you say check out different Native American creation stories, like what name one tribe though? Because there's a lot that I've already studied where they've worshipped sun gods or they've made the mounds and stuff like that. So I'm familiar with a lot of the tribes anyway. And we already know there were certain tribes that was not to be played with. For example, and you go on the West Coast, the Cheyenne people, they weren't to be played with. The people on the West Coast, those people, the Hopi Indians, yeah, I know about them too. But the Cheyennes, they wasn't about no motherfucking games. They'll kill your ass. You know what I mean? And then we get into the concept of the other thing. Who seen that recent movie? That recent movie about the so-called black cowboys. The ones out there that they was having beef with each other and stuff like that. There was a whole film about it. I think it was executively produced by Jay-Z. Because they acknowledged that one of them was actually an Aboriginal. They was acknowledging that they were a Native American. That movie that came out, I forgot the name of the damn movie, y'all. Y'all forgive me. It's a movie that came out. Several tribes believe in a Spider-Woman who weaves the cosmos. Yeah. It's a lot of tribes was very special. They had their own ways of doing things. Like I said earlier, there was tribes that prayed to the moon god, prayed to the harvest god. There are some that believe in a woman and man and stuff like that. Also, what fascinated me about the culture too is they had something called a shaman. And a shaman, they would have the I wouldn't say the powwows, but they would have gatherings where they would have those come in, they would have the medicine man, and they would have the shaman, and this, that, and the third. So I remember all that. And if you're speaking about Cherokee, well, Cherokee is part of the 5 recognized tribes, not necessarily in America, but in the South, they had the 5 recognized tribes. And then in the North, they also did something with the Iroquois Confederation. Yeah, the shamans could be a man or a woman. That's true. But they had the Iroquois Confederation in the North, in which a lot of your favorite stuff that America does, it comes from the Iroquois Confederacy. They don't like to give credit, though, because that's just how America is. It's just, the white man took everything. You know what I mean? But, well, that's good for you, nigga. How are you coming on my live for sitting up there telling me this nonsense, fool? I'll come by later, fool. You sit up there coming over to my live, sitting up there talking about I'm doing a live bird brain. Like I'm supposed to be offended. If you won't get your dumb ass out of here. Anyway. Yeah, like I was saying, they had the Iroquois Confederation. And with that being said, they had their own way about doing stuff. They had their own like judges, they had their own ways of like doing a court system and handling things. Like land disputes and this, that, and the third before the so-called white man came in and all these different things. So look, it's fascinating. You know what I mean? And the reason why they was like, I think the Cherokee part of why they was the 5 recognized tribes, that's the ones that converted. Those are the ones that converted into the Western world when, the rulership came over with the Europeans and the French and the British. You know what I'm saying? So they conformed. That's mainly why they called it the five recognized tribes, or like the federal tribes and this, that, and third. Because let's not forget, there's certain tribes out here that's not federally recognized, and they're getting shitted on by the U.S. government. They're not getting no praise, and they're not getting no respect. And of course, when you talk about these names of certain tribes, that's not the original name of those tribes. Cherokee is not the original name of the Cherokee Indians or the Cherokee Aboriginals. What I found out, it's supposed to be called Inuanya. And I say that a lot. I say that very incessantly. Anybody who had a conversation with Bronzebird, you know that I usually say that Cherokee is not Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, here, even up here, there's a lot of tribes. There's a lot of tribes that that's not really recognized. Like, I'm still finding out certain tribes in my city and in my state that, you know, it's still like a derivative off of like certain towns and names. You know, if you go out to like the far east of, let's say, like Long Island, you'll find a lot of tribal names or words that denote certain Aboriginals or certain Native American tribes. Even in the city itself, if you go to certain neighborhoods, oh, my fault, y'all, I got a text. I don't even know who this is. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna let you in a second, bro. But if you look at, if even in the city, I said this to my mans. I said, yo, if you ever go to certain parts of Brooklyn, if you go to specifically the neighborhood Canarsie, that's after the Canarsie Indians. And a lot of people don't notice that, the Canarsie Indians. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Demetris. Happy fake New Year.
Happy fake New Year, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the modification I made to my name?
Made to what?
My name?
No, I didn't.
Well, it says Demetris Higashikata, go beyond 2022.
That's
so whenever
right.
the new year actually starts, I'll make sure to, especially this year, when the new year starts, to especially persevere this year, because this year my plan is to really push myself to go beyond. That's the significance of me putting go beyond at the end of my name.
Well, the great thing is, even if we're talking about in the context of the actual the fake New Year's January 1st, it's all about keeping up the perseverance. The problem with a lot of people is that I used to say it's homeostasis, but that's not the word. Certain people will have these goals, quote unquote, and they say, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and they really will get into it, but then it'll come to a point where they go back on it and then they just don't do it anymore and they lose it. So the whole entire idea is to keep in mind, even if you stop for that one day or stop for that 1 week, just make sure you come back to it, because a lot of people get lost and they be like, yeah, I don't do it anymore, but I know that I need to get back on it. Well, who told you needed to stop? Even if you stop that one time, you gotta still go and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. My advice would be to start with really small things, but because even if it's small, it'll still have meaning, because what you're doing through that is you're building discipline.
Right.
And when you build discipline, you build willpower. When you build willpower, you can literally set your mind to anything and persevere. That is the process that it takes to persevere through something.
Exactly.
At least long term.
Yo, you know what? I need the right definition of homeostasis, because I felt like I used it wrong in the past. Wait, because I'm reading a comment. Homeostasis: keep the blood flowing, kidneys working, and the whole body functioning naturally without thinking about it.
So it's involuntary.
Yeah, like, yo, because I feel like I'll be saying the word homeostasis wrong, and I'll be like, wait, what is it? What does that actually mean? Okay, so it says the tendency towards a relatively stable equilibrium between interdependent elements, especially as maintained by psychological process. All right, I'm going to go look for the simple definition. Homeostasis, from the Greek word for same and steady, refers to any process that living things use to actively maintain fairly stable conditions necessary for survival. Okay, so that's not the word that I'm thinking of. The word that I'm thinking of is like, what do you want, Azure? Another debate awaits for you. About what? If we're going to be talking about the same thing, I don't care. All right? This dude, yo, I tell you, Demetris, this guy wants me to battle him so bad over some little ass fucking topic, man.
we had a name for people like that in the gaming community that we call them fight me's.
Yes, I like that. I embrace that. Fight me's. Yeah, yo, Azure Saints is definitely a fight me's. Why don't you focus on your panel? Why are you bothering me?
We call them fight me's. We call them sweats, tryhards.
Cause you, who created fight me's, yo? Cause I know they definitely had pick me's in mind.
Well, yo. he has the thing right now, but I told him to rack up elderberries. But
yeah, elderberry.
Whether he listens to me or not, that's on him.
But I definitely agree. I said elderberry. I drink green tea every day. Green tea is actually good because it includes like antioxidants and stuff like properties to keep your body in shape and fight against the corona if it comes down to it. Yeah, I'm telling people gotta be careful out here, man. Even if you get the jab, they're still at risk for getting it. So it doesn't even matter. And
those people are super carriers, but I don't want you to lose your channel, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about this fight me Azure out here bothering me.
So basically what a fight me will do is they'll keep like harassing you, or they'll try like to annoy you. So like until you finally like give in.
Yeah.
But even if they lose, they'll just keep coming back.
And that's what he's doing right now with his annoying ass. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Bothering me for no damn reason. If you don't get your stupid ass out of here, man, I don't want to argue about your little interest in your little fat little blobs. Get out of here. He's always bothering me with that, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, why you get out of here?
Fight me, bro.
Fight me, bro. see me on the stream, y'all. Fight me, bro. Like, what do you want? Like, yo, like, goddamn.
If it was me, I'd be like, you don't really want me to fight you, bro.
Nah, it's just like, you don't want me to really knuckle up, bro. It's about to be, you don't want these problems. you don't want these problems.
It reminds me of when I first got to campus in 2019, and the dudes, they were slapboxing.
Oh, slapbox, right? Yes.
And one dude slapped the other dude into a corner, and he slapped him too hard. And that's when it got serious.
And because you know what it is? The problem is people try to say, nah, we good. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to fight. But then let's just slapbox. And, they'll laugh a little bit. They be like, yeah, you can't fight, son. And then it'd be that one slap, or it'd be that one hit. It'd be like, yo, why you hit me, yo? Why you slap me? And then it'd be a fight for real. Because one person got in their feelings.
It's visible when the energy changes.
It gets serious. It's just like when we used to be snapping
we was
mom
like, chill,
jokes,
bro.
Yeah, it's just like when we used to be snapping mom jokes at people, yo. We would be like, oh, your mom this and your mom that, and as soon as there's just one joke that hits, he's like, that's why your mom's a fat bitch, and it'd be like,
oh god,
it'd be like, it's just like, that's why you a bitch, and then they gravitate into conversation on me. It's like, yo, look at your sneakers. Look at what you wearing. You look like a bum. And it'd be like, that has nothing to do with what we were talking about here. I was cutting ass on your mom, bro. Why are you upset? And then they can't respond, so they'd be like, oh yeah, okay.
and then they get sad.
they get mad. They be sitting up there ready to fight afterwards. They be sitting up there like shaking their leg and shit. They be sitting up there shaking their leg. But I'll say this though, like as terms as New Year's, like regardless, like if it's already goes, and this goes to everybody. I'm not talking about specifically that. But the thing is, if we're talking about New Year's, like we're talking about the resolutions and this, that, and the third, you should already have that in mind before New Year starts, right? Because the only thing I always say is you got to pick up where you left off. So I would say I congratulate myself for at least doing what I said that I was going to do. I'm still backlogged on a couple of videos, and there's like at least a couple of projects offline that I actually did. I really didn't care who picked it up. I was just like, look, as long as I did it, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have procrastinated and not did it at all. So I think that when people talk about New Year's resolutions, you should already be doing that before the so-called New Year starts, right? And then by the time March and April hits, you should already be like pretty much stable into that. You know what I'm saying? And because like, for instance, I believe in keeping my body in shape. So I'm like, I bike ride every weekend. And, you know, I had pulled back for a little while. I don't know why. But I used to just do it on Sunday. And I was like, the goal is to do it Saturday and Sunday, right? And I mean, nothing should stop me from getting my exercise in. Rain, sunshine, snow is a little bit difficult because it's snow. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think, like to me, I think about it like so-called white people. So-called white people will jog in any type of weather. They don't give a damn if it's 20 degrees outside, if it's raining outside, if it's sunny outside. They go all 4 seasons. Now, I'm a so-called black man. I don't believe in jogging outside with shorts on and, you know, Asics sneakers and in a sweater and this, that, and third when it's 20 to 30 degrees outside. I can't do that. I don't know how they do it. They just go outside with a t-shirt and they're good. But I can't do that. But I say,
it's 20 here. I procrastinated on going outside and doing some exercise too.
Yeah, you know.
But I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like around 11 when it's warm, because I'm a Texan. I ain't used to all this cold stuff. That's y'all.
What's the weather out? What's the weather out there?
No, like literally, it's 20 right now.
20 degrees in there?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute. I thought Texas weather, y'all stay in like the 60s.
Yeah, but you know, with the whole greenhouse gas thing, it makes it.
Oh yeah, it's changing.
It exacerbates it. Sorry, it exacerbates everything.
Yeah, it changes everything. And especially now, because my homeboy was telling me tomorrow it's supposed to be 62, but I checked it again and it's supposed to be 57. So, I mean, yeah, I can see it. And I remember, like, there was one winter where it just didn't snow. And I was like, this is weird as hell. I think it was like 2006. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, it didn't snow at all this year? Like, that's crazy. Bronzebird. So the Chinese New Year is in February this year's, but 2020 was January 25th, so it fluctuates between January and February. Yeah, I was saying that. I meant to say that the Chinese New Year I meant to say the Chinese New Year is usually late January, early February. It's never in the beginning of January though. It would never be the first week of January. I just know that for sure. And the reason why I say February is because they have the lunar year. They have the lunar year parade, which is in February, because they usually do national coverage. They usually do coverage about it in Flushing, Queens, because that's usually where they have the big parade. That's why I know that. I don't make New Year's resolutions, and if I have any resolutions, I talk to my divine creator and keep them to myself. That's great. Yeah, that's great. I think that's a dope thing, because the relationship with the divine creator or the Most High, I think, is very important for everybody who, you know, studies that, especially where I'm trying to be in life. You know what I mean? Psycho Candy says the real question is NY still the place to be? Honestly, Psycho Candy, nah, because I'm upset about the mandates. De Blasio was full of shit this year. That was uncalled for. And a lot of people moved out of New York because of de Blasio. Eric Adams, I don't know what the hell he's going to do to change the paradigm of New York, but a lot of people is getting tired of New York. So is it the place to be? If you want to make something of yourself, if you want to make a career, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's still tech centers and all this other stuff, but now the tech centers is going to Texas. So I don't know. It is a very questionable thing, but it's like the old saying goes, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So I would debate that. But in terms of someone who's native, I'm getting tired of it, to be honest. I'm getting really tired.
Three places that are hyped up is right here in Texas, specifically North or Southern Texas, like Houston or Dallas, Georgia, and California. But California is going out of, I think it's going out of style.
Yeah, California is going out of style. There's a mass exodus out of California to your state.
By the way, when we went to Hawaii, like me and my family. Yeah. The air quality is so different in Los Angeles than it is here in Dallas.
Is it like smog?
Yeah, like I walked out there, I could literally see. I thought I was, because we got off the plane, and I thought I was about to take a nice, deep breath of fresh air. I just breathe, and it's like, oh God.
Yeah, I hear about that, and the biggest debate is always price of living, because the two biggest states, California and New York. Contrary to a lot of beliefs, the problem with people who live in New York City, they don't explore outside of New York City. Like, the only place that I know is still on a still expensive market when it comes to New York. It's still technically upstate, but then Long Island is still expensive, right? But like my friend was telling me, if you go to like Buffalo, you and your friend could get like a brownstone for like $1,200. That's what I heard allegedly. I don't know how true that is, but he was telling me like it's dirt cheap in certain places. You know what I mean? And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want to move to Buffalo, but I mean, I still kind of want to be around the city. But yo, like the thing that's killing this whole entire vibes is, the greenhouse emissions, which I think is a ploy why they're trying to get a lot of these like electric cars to be out there now. Like people trying to endorse people to get rid of their cars and start riding on transportation. That's why I believe they're trying to invest money into infrastructure so much. It's a lot that I know of, but yeah, I'll be peeping that. And the last time I went to Cali, no, I didn't go to LA. So I've been wanting to go to LA, but I haven't been to LA yet. But yeah, what's going on in New York is basically a lot of people is just upset about the mandates. De Blasio took the whole entire draconian effect and basically got at every single sector of the workforce and said, you must get that JAB. And if you don't get your JAB, you're going to lose your JOB. So a lot of people was having problems with that. You can't go to certain restaurants without having the V card. And it's just a couple of ridiculous things that de Blasio decided to do with his dumbass. To sit up there and try to get New Yorkers to go ahead and affiliate themselves with the whole entire V scandal. It's completely nonsense out here. And I will say this for sure, because the problem that happened after that is now you have short staffing when it comes to a lot of these things. So now it's creating a whole entire problem because not a lot of people is showing up to work, whether it's that they have it or they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And even if we're thinking about the bloodline of the city, the New York City subway system, trains is like, the headway for trains is like 15 to 20 minutes now. If you miss one train, you're waiting 15 to 20 minutes at rush hour. Facts.
Oh gosh.
Depending what line it is though, because there's certain lines of like they need as much frequency for service versus other lines. Like express lines, they need more. But just to get back to my point, they have staffing issues at a lot of these agencies. A lot of these people are not working. A lot of these people's like, yo, screw this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay at home for my safety or because of the fact of the matter, I don't believe in your dumbass mandate. You know what I'm saying? They have the protests and they have all that other stuff going on. So there's a lot of stuff that is just going on that's just complete nonsense. Now, the thing about it with Eric Adams, I don't know what the hell he's going to do. Eric Adams still sat up there and said that he's going to keep one of the mandates that de Blasio issued, which was around December 15th. So my whole entire thing, we can only see what's going to play out, but de Blasio was dead wrong for that. He was dead wrong, and it was out of whack. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's going on in New York. Like, it's just ridiculous. But yeah. Go ahead, Demetris. I forgot what I was saying when we was talking about just now.
So this next year, when it actually starts, because more often than not, I tend to skip February, because at least for Texas, that's when winter like really happens. That's when winter is in full swing.
What's the average temperature in Texas in February?
In February?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're talking like 40s. And I remember when I was in Boy Scouts, like we were camping out one weekend and it was 19 degrees outside.
Bro, please. You ain't saying nothing when it comes up. I'm about to temperature brag right now. We about to temperature brag. Let's get it. We had the Arctic.
For us Southerners, I know we can't handle it. Because I was like, listen, man, it was burning. Like the cold burned. No, it was the weirdest thing ever.
I agree, but we had the Arctic frost out here. You know that, right? Like,
no, I do not. Tell me about it.
Look, listen. I think it was winter of 2017 or 2018. We had the Arctic vortex. I think that's around the same year. What's his name? Jussie Smollett had that scandal go on around February. It was around that time because Chicago was like -2 to 20 degrees outside. In New York, it was 2 degrees outside. Plus, it went down. The wind chill was about 15 miles per hour. 15 to 20 miles per hour, right? So we had mind you, I worked that night, and I had to endure that. So you're talking a whole entire city that's under the Arctic blast, where it's like 2 degrees outside, is basically just dead. I'm talking just dead in the streets. All you see is cars, buses, and trucks pass by, and it's sporadic. It's sporadic. Nobody's really outside. Everybody's huddled in. I don't even understand how homeless people are surviving out in the streets because you barely are seeing any homeless people. If you've seen a homeless person, they was practically dead. And that's when the news sat out there and just made coverage about that. So basically, I had to bundled up like crazy. And you know, I had sneakers on, but I had on 2 socks. I wasn't playing. And I had on
double socked up.
Yeah, man, that saved my ass. You know what I'm saying? I even kept gloves on me because it was that serious. You know what I mean? Like New York cold. Like, bro, we done been through it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing about it is that when that happened, right? I had to work that night, and the thing about it is that gloves, big ass coat, and all this other stuff. Then when you go down to the train station, it's about at least 40 degrees Fahrenheit down there because you got to remember it's warmer down there than it is on the street level. So, yeah, it was really cold. It like I wouldn't even if you took your gloves on, that chill was hitting your hand. You know what I'm saying? So you had to make sure every part of your flesh was covered. You know what I mean? So when people talking to me about, oh, it's cold, I'm like, what you talking about? Even when I went to California, it was like, what, 40, 50 degrees outside? I'm wearing a flannel. I'm like, what the fuck? This is cold to you? Yeah. It was like this is cold to you? This ain't shit. Like, what you talking about? Like, I'm like, this, bro, get the fuck out of here. This ain't because you know, when you live in different areas of America, when you visit certain places, it's wild to you. It's like a culture shock because you're not used to seeing people having bubble coats if it's like 60 degrees. You're like, yo, what you doing? Like 60 degrees, we wearing sweaters out here. We wearing flannels. We not wearing that. You know what I'm saying? So to us, it's like when certain people say it's cold, I'm like, y'all don't understand cold. You know, 30 degrees, man. Let me put up
30
this
degrees
comment.
is doable.
30 degrees is
Like if
doable as
you have a
hell.
good coat and a good like undershirt, that's doable.
30 degrees, all you need is a simple coat. And you
Yeah.
like even with a coat, I don't even have much layers on. I'll have 2 shirts under my coat when it's like 30-something degrees outside. It's supposed to be 30 degrees something, 30-something degrees this week. But it's different because it's all about what your body is used to. So I don't try to, you know what I'm saying? It's what your body is used to. So I can't say,
I have a
oh
question.
yeah, what's up?
Does anybody like up north? Because I know maybe not down here. Do y'all wear like thermals?
Yeah, hell yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, hell yeah. We wear thermals like it's nobody's business. Like thermals, flannels, UGG boots. We wear UGG boots. Oh lord. UGG boots. Let's see. Coats. The goose. We call them goose downs. Um, what else is it? Goose downs, and we wear bubble coats. We wear that as well.
All
So
right.
yeah, we wear all that, but it's what I don't understand now is there's certain people out here who be wearing Crocs, and I'll be like, why are you wearing Crocs when it's like 30 degrees outside?
My girlfriend did that. I was like, all right, so you trying to freeze?
What she said, she was like,
She was
she's
like,
like,
let me. She was like, let me just do this because I couldn't find my shoes, and I was like, listen, because we're on campus, right?
mm-hmm.
And she has to walk if unless like she's what she'll do is like she'll go to class, like I'll drive her to class, drop her off at the place, and then she'll go to the library to study, and then she comes out the library all the way out 100 meters out from the library and then tells me to come pick her up. And I'm like, okay, so if you want your toes to freeze while you're sitting out there waiting for me, you know, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, because it's all about keeping up with the Joneses on fashion. I'd be like, yo, first of all, I don't like Crocs. I really don't like Crocs. My mom like
She has the
Crocs.
rainbow ones.
Yeah, I don't like Crocs, and it's like men wear them too. So I'm just like, but men will wear like the craziest colors. Like you'll have a dude that will have like a whole sweatsuit, and then he's wearing like purple Crocs. So
Or
I'm like,
orange
where
Crocs.
they do that at? Yeah, and it's bright. It's like bright colors, and I'm like,
Yes, and the rest of his outfit ain't bright either.
yeah, it's like
He
a
wear
dark ass.
black all the way down and just
And
orange.
then all of a sudden it's like some fucking some like random socks, like because it's not sneakers. It's literally like, because to me when I think of Crocs, I look at them like they're house shoes. I would never think of
House
them
shoes
as
are like sandals. Yeah.
right. I would think of them as like, I would never think of them as outerwear unless it's like the summer, like you're going to the beach
Yeah.
and you're going to hang out with friends, But even with that, when I think about Crocs, I always think like, this is for the ladies. This is for women. Means man,
Exactly. I
I
don't
would
be
never
wearing no
rock
Crocs.
Crocs. I never had an interest for Crocs. That's why I know even when it comes to fashion, things is just way different now. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Eh,
Oh, I'm gonna tell you about something, but go ahead and finish.
yeah, I mean, I see that because mainly what I see is like what's popular now is like Crocs and the Yeezys. Those Yeezy sneakers is really taking off, and then of course, like people still like the regular Okie stuff like the Jordan ones and Vans. I love Vans. Vans is my favorite, but yeah, I usually see like they even have the Yeezys that look like they're slip-ons too. So I'm just like, that fashion nowadays, y'all throwing me for a loop. But what is it you want to say?
So before I talk about what I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna address what Psycho Candy said about bubble coats. It depends. Even if you don't like the look, it might keep you warm depending on the temperature. What you want to do is you want to
That shouldn't
get
have
you
you
like a
sweating,
bubble
man.
coat that has like it's lined with cloth on the inside instead of just the plastic type thread, because it'll do you more harm than good.
Well, that joint have you sweating. As far as
Yeah.
I
know. I would rather be sweating than like shivering.
That's true. It'd be like 20 degrees, you feel like a bead of sweat coming out your beanie. I was like, yo.
You try to find the happy medium, so you unzip your coat a little bit, and then you change your mind.
Exactly. No, go ahead, man.
So, what I was thinking about, like, because what we've talked about on this channel with traditional masculinity and stuff, I was like, it was the night shift on Tuesday night, and I was just the managers, they allow us to like use our phones to like keep us entertained while we're doing our job. And so I was just like, because Grapevine just put out a video and nobody in the manosphere had made like a long stream, or even like Themis or the Sisterhood had not made a long stream. So I was like, all right, I'm bored. I'm looking for anything. I need like some noise. So if it's not lo-fi, then I'll listen to like a panel or something. And so what I did was I listened to Grapevine's new video about, what was it about? It was about I think it was about Black fatherhood. They just put it out, and I was excited for it at first. I was like, oh crap! Like, are they not about to be on some BS? Which they were a little bit, but they're talking about like stuff like neo masculinity, and I was like, oh,
You lost me there
what's
with the
that?
neo masculinity. What did they explain the neo masculinity to be, though?
They didn't really actually explain it. They just mentioned it in passing, but it made me think because I also watch the Mademoiselle sometimes, and she talks about how men have never had to change, and I'd like her to have a panel so like I can explain to her why that is. It's because people don't want us to change. Not really.
They do.
In mass, the things that they want from men are still the same.
But even if you say that, I will challenge you to say they want us to get rid of our innate nature.
Yeah.
Like that's what they want. They want us to get rid of our innate nature to be who we are. Like men, naturally we're aggressive. Naturally we build. Naturally we do this. Naturally we do that. Now it's like, before you answer the question or before you make a response, just remember to consider my feelings before you say something. And it's like, dude, I'm not doing that. Like my whole rhetoric is the fuck out of here. I'm gonna say what I have to say. Like, well, you gonna sit your ass down and listen, or we gonna have problems. You know what I mean? But my thing about it is that when they say these certain terms or they say certain things, like they just want you to conform into what is it that they're saying. And that's why I say I disagree. Like, my thing is, a way a woman operates is not the way I'm going to operate. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, just like you have your girlfriend, you're not going to agree with everything your girlfriend says, just like she's not going to agree with everything you say. Y'all have that understanding because that's just how the position is. So my thing about it is like hearing these stupid concepts of like neo masculinity and all this other stuff. What would be?
Which I'm gonna research that, and I might do a video on it.
You should.
I need to start back up doing content.
Yeah, you should. I don't know. You and your friend is not doing content, right? And just not planning to do any content.
She said she's gonna come back during the summer.
Okay, great.
Because that's when she's gonna have the most free time.
You know what? What I envision, I was gonna throw this your way too. We can have a panel having a meeting ground for millennials and Gen Z, not versus, just a meeting ground of millennials and Gen Z, because I think it's a very interesting topic of conversation. Because I was talking, you know, what's crazy? I was talking to my mom's the other day, and she was like, "Yo, your generation," like she was trying to make the comparison of like my generation and then your generation. And I was just like, whoa, like I mean, I noticed certain things, of course, but then I was just like, okay, now I get where you're coming from. So I was like, okay, I got you. But going back to the odds of what we're talking about, it's like I said before, it's about it's trying to make the man go into a level that he does not understand because it's just not natural for him to understand, right? And so the thing about it is when I hear people say neo masculinity or recognize your place in patriarchy and this and the third, I said, wait a minute. As a woman, you have more opportunities to do whatever the hell you want more than me and a man. I don't want, like, listen.
Look at even the way they like describe like what a man's job is.
Yeah.
Like they have more leeway.
They have a lot of leeway. A woman can get by based on her looks. As a man, I can't get by on my looks. I have to sit up there and offer them to the table. This is what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a check mark. There's still checks where women don't have to do much to get where they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen too many examples of women that have been able to do the most basic things, and all of a sudden they went from being this regular old person at a company to now they're this and they're that. And of course, I've seen the darkest ones where women, when I used to work at these low value jobs, and I used to hear in passing, because I don't like hearing gossip, they would say that one of the employees slept with the manager. And now all of a sudden she gets more hours. And this bitch out here sitting up there doing all this extra work. But when I ask for it and I ask for that position, they like, no, or we'll get back to you. So it's like, there's no way you're going to tell me you're mad at me as a man because of the way that I do stuff. But all you got to do is sit up there and give your pussy away to some random guy. And this manager is just giving you all these rights and all these different things out here. And I got to struggle. My paycheck looking less than yours. And I put in the most work. Like, come on, yo. Like, come on. Let's not deny that. Let's really have a conversation on that. You cannot tell me neo-masculinity anything. I'm not denying my manhood for none of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I will say this. Some of the concepts that the fathers mentioned and how they raised their sons, because it was not all like dudes with sons up there. It was some with daughters.
Right.
With some of those concepts that they raised their sons with, I agree with. One of them, the only thing I've seen in like pop culture that is akin to how he raises his son is like what Simba did with his son or his offspring, and he basically talked about the lineage that he comes from and that he can use like the information that he gave about the predecessors to help him find himself, because finding yourself is something that a lot of people like struggle to do. And one of the things that me personally with being adopted and trying to find my birth family, it can help me in my journey in self-actualization and incorporate both what I learned from both families into the person that I hope to become.
I agree. Because self-actualization, I think, I hate to use the trope of, men being raised without their fathers, but I definitely do think it comes to a point in life where, the psychological damage, you have to work on that first and then be able to say it might not be 100%, but me realizing myself, these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses. Because even if we're going off the idea of a man not being raised by his father, it comes to a certain point where society just really doesn't care about that. They're not going to care.
Yeah, they don't want to hear about it. It's weird.
It's just like, oh, you were, but can you do this? Can you do that? So it's very, you know what I'm saying? It comes to a point, self. I think that's the idea of life. You have to get your self-actualization to become the higher you. That's the whole entire point.
And
What do you want, Azor?
finding like your lineage can help with that, but you can't let that like define you.
Of course. I'm gonna get to this guy, Azor. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah, what do you want, Azor?
I just want to, wish you a happy New Year. I can see that you don't like to celebrate New Year's. That's how birds are. They just flap their wings.
Here we go with the bird references. Yeah. You lucky I didn't fly south and just mind my business on vacation. I stayed up here. But then
Good luck with flying south.
Why is it good luck with me flying south, Azor?
You know the deep south. You know how we're all.
Deep south?
Huh?
What about the deep south, sir?
You know how terrible we are and all that shit.
What about y'all is terrible? Can't even answer the question, man.
Let's not go there. But what I really want to say was, why did you do? What was all that you did on the last time I was here? You had this dude, and you just started insulting me.
Wait up! Hold up! You in your feelings? Wait a minute!
I'm not in my feelings.
Hold up! This shit just threw me for a loop, yo. Hold on. This shit just threw me for a loop. What the fuck? Yo, hold on. Yo, I'm really puzzled right now. You in your feelings with me and Marco? Bro, we tore your shit
I'm in
down.
my feelings. It's all because of you. You were talking about, you know what? You discouraged me. You embarrassed me.
I didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself. Me. Hold on.
My love for Lizzo. And this is what you do to me?
Oh, here we go. About Lizzo.
You know what? I'm just going to jump off of it. Let me tell you something about birds.
Hold on, bro. So let's slow down a bit. First of all, no. Let's slow down a bit. Your little fat whore, Lizzo out
How
here.
How dare you call her fat whore?
Yeah, Oreos with mustard on them, yo. That's some real fat shit. That Lizzo is doing.
I don't give a damn what you think about
Majors, shut your face. Tabria Majors is out here looking sexy. Out here.
Did you just say sexy?
I said sexy, bro.
Let's say it's sexy, man.
She's sexy. She's out here that can rock Fenty bra and panties and look good in that shit. That woman you call Lizzo is a failure, fam.
Look up curvy. I'm
not looking up these lame ass porn stars again, bro. So you can drop that now, okay? So we ain't doing that over here. You understand? Don't be mad because me and Marco sat up there and gave you the game, son. Because you lost.
Where's Marco? I didn't lose.
Marco's not here.
You know what? If he were here right now, I would destroy him.
You can't destroy him. You can't destroy him. You can't destroy Marco.
I've got the
Why you
means
can't
to
destroy Marco
enemy.
is because he actually shows good-looking women. And he's with them, too, in Colombia.
What good-looking women?
Bro, you haven't seen his YouTube page? Bro,
no.
He has receipts. Unlike you. You out here showing me flubby flubs and women.
Those
that
are not
like
flubby flubs, sir.
Yeah, that's right.
Excuse me.
They out here looking like the female version of Homer Simpson, and you out here bothering me. Get out of here, man. Nobody want to see that slob Lizzo. Let her put out some more records, then talk to me. Okay,
change the subject. We're changing the subject.
Dude, Azure, if you want to go chase that, then why are you up on this panel? Go find some.
It's okay, Demetris.
Literally,
he
go
wants this
find
battle.
some.
No, he wants this
This is between
battle.
me and him, man.
Demetris, just sit back and relax the show, bro. He got
man.
roasted.
Hi, bro.
He got roasted on two. He got roasted on two of my panels. He got roasted on.
Actually, you got roasted on my panel.
Nah, nigga, you got roasted on my panel, fam. You got roasted on Fresh Pond, and you got roasted on my last panel because me and Marco destroyed your ass, nigga. What you talking about?
And I destroyed you. I single-handedly
shut your
destroyed
face.
you.
The beautiful Empress Janet is here.
Hello,
What's going
John.
on?
Hello.
What's
How are
going
you?
on here?
Me and this clown Azure out here sitting up there talking about fat women again and talking about Lizzo, what a lame self.
She's not lame. Cookies. She's better than you, sir.
The fuck out! Why are you comparing me to a woman?
Okay, this is the problem with birds. I just can't stand birds. That's why this one bird just flew into me and is like being stupid.
Hold on. You came into my nest talking shit.
Yeah, I came to your nest.
Why, yo?
See, I spotted a bird, right? This bird just flew into me. It was
What?
stupid. Reminded me of you.
You were so corny. You were so corny. I swear, you and
I'm not
Lizzo
as
need to
corny
have.
as you.
You show your face. You and Lizzo need to eat Oreo cookies with mustard together. Okay.
Oreo
Why
cookies
are
with
you
mustard.
even?
Why would
Yo.
that's a bad combination, man.
Well, your girl ate it.
Oh,
Please.
Do we need to load up the clips? Cause I'll load up the clips right now.
Sure. You can roll up the clips.
All right. Okay. Bet. I'll be right back. Y'all have a conversation. I'll be right back to roast this dumbass again.
Okay, piss off. Now, so what's the conversation about? Why he doesn't celebrate New Year's? Because he's lame. That's why. Y'all know we're just playing, right?
Yeah. I got that vibe.
But yeah. So basically, I do have a fetish with Lizzo and her body type and all that shit.
It's okay.
Yeah. But
on the topic of the conversation, right? I've never felt compelled to celebrate New Year's, ever.
Oh.
Not when I was young. Oh my gosh. Bronze, is that you?
That's him. That's him. That don't look like.
Oh my. Oh wow.
What the hell?
what the hell?
Oh my god.
Fucking
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
She's
Damn.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now, bro. Lizzo
Take
got to
this
beat a
out,
flash.
nigga.
No.
Nah,
Hey,
fuck
hey,
all
no,
that shit.
Listen.
Nah, fuck all that
Let me
shit.
speak.
Your woman is a true fat woman, bro. The fuck out of here, bro. Out here eating Oreo cookies with mustard. Who does that dumbass shit?
Okay, can I talk?
Take this L, B.
Can I talk?
Fuck out of here.
Can we have a conversation?
No, we can't.
Can I talk?
Can I talk?
Okay,
Let
Love
the
that
man
sound.
talk.
let me say this. Okay.
And before you begin, I hope your New Year's was well, Empress Janet.
It was, darling. I'm sick as hell.
You sick?
Yeah.
Wait, so how come you never asked me about my New Year's, Bronze?
Because I don't give a fuck about how your New
Here,
Year's
okay.
was.
See, this is why I don't like birds. Okay.
Anyway,
let me continue my what on.
Shut your face.
That's
Anyway.
because I'm a female. He kind of likes me, kind of. I'm growing on him.
Who?
You.
You already know I like you. That's not the point. Anyway, you're right though. In terms is like you don't.
Yeah,
have the
I'm
thing,
getting
right?
better.
You don't have the thing, right?
No, I don't have the thing.
Okay, great. I'm just
I know.
trying to make sure everybody's
It's
safe
the
out here.
first thing
regardless.
people go to.
Well, you know, you have it's the
Bloody
severity of
hell.
the situation. You know.
I'm fine, darling.
Great.
I even blessed you with my presence, so you should
You
be
definitely did.
happy.
Make sure you rack
My
up on that
birthday's
elderberry
in
though.
15 more days, so remember that.
I will. Make sure you rack up on the elderberry though.
I know I got some though. I'm taking it.
Okay, cool. Elderberry, I was telling Demetris earlier, I was like, I drink green tea because it has the antioxidants and all that other stuff in it, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. You should be alright though. You good.
Yeah, actually, like 3 days and I'm feeling better, so.
Nice. Alright, let's get back to this lame ass dude Azora talking shit about birds. What do you want? What were you about to say before I had to mute your dumb ass?
How dare you mute me? Do you know who the hell I am?
Somebody not important coming on my goddamn panel and in my nuts and Brownstone Powwow like I won't sit up there and spark your ass with an arrow. You understand? You're gonna do it like the 5 indigenous tribes out here, fam. You about to
Are
get
you testing me,
scalped.
bird?
You about to get scalped, homie.
Are you testing me?
You understand? You ain't nobody to fear.
Perfectly.
I put the Timbs on your neck, fam. See, now you about to maybe get New York ratchet, fam.
Okay, get New York ratchet. I'm from the South, okay?
That don't mean shit,
Now
homie.
you New Yorkers. You
What,
New
what,
Yorkers
what?
knows that.
Oh damn! He said you New Yorkers like you Yankees.
You damn
I
Yankee.
heard that.
You gonna call me a Yankee?
Practically, he's a down south. He's a down souther.
Yeah, because he's from the South.
Yeah, I'm from the South. I'm
You
from
gotta
the
watch
South.
him.
Stop it with the accent, bro.
How about you stop yours?
Bro, I can't help how I naturally speak, homie. Like I said, what do you want? Do you want me to continuously roast you, bro? You just took an L on this stream. Who the hell is eating Oreos with mustard?
I will
Your
never
girl
lose
is.
a debate to somebody who's
Bro,
too stupid.
you lost 4 times. Why? Bro, everybody knows you lost, and you still want to carry it. See, this is why I technically made this stream, because people feeling some type of way since 2021, a.k.a. Mr. Azure Saints out here, a.k.a. Azure Simp, out here
Shut up!
for Lizzo.
How dare you call me a simp? I'm not a simp.
Yeah,
Look at
Azure
you. You
Simp.
sound like a simp.
How am I a
You
simp?
sound like one.
How am I a simp?
You sound like one.
How I
The women
sound
that
like
you
one?
show me.
How I sound like one?
Come on, man.
How I sound
You don't
like
like
one?
all that ass? Look at all that ass. It's
Nigga,
big. It's big. Like curvy.
It is big. Bro, it's as big as a dump truck, bro. Nobody want to see that
That's
dumb
good.
ass shit. No.
Now you and I will both agree that who's this woman? Shit. Natasha.
Natasha who?
Shit. Let me look at her Instagram. I got it.
I swear to God, if you share a scream of a fat ass porn star, I'm
No.
Because this is what this dumbass nigga like to do. He like to sit up there and come on my stream and be like, look this woman up, and then come to find out it's a fat ass porn star getting dicked down by some random skinny ass so-called black dude, clown ass nigga.
Okay,
like, I don't know what the fuck you be doing.
All right, her name is Natasha. Hold on, her name is Natasha Crown.
I'm gonna look this shit up in the back chat, fam, because I don't trust your ass.
Yeah. It would be best if you do that.
Natasha what?
This one.
Natasha what?
Crown. This one is like
So
cringy. Look, I've seen a lot of BBWs, like a lot of beautiful ones, but
bro,
this
what
one,
the fuck? Why are you showing me another fat woman again, bro?
Oh my God.
God damn. Yo, this is why I get so tight. Yo, this is why I get so tight. Yo, he always does this. Yo, he's trolling me. He is so trolling.
How am I
me
trolling
right
you?
You always do this. And then you try to hide by sitting up there saying it's cringy when you like this shit.
I don't.
You are a liar.
Dude, I don't. I really don't.
You
dude,
are full of shit.
I promise you. I don't.
Nah, you are full of shit. This
no,
is
I'm
what
not full of shit now.
about.
Now, Tiffany Days, I do like.
Stop it, yo.
No.
Empress Janet
That's
and Demetris, you see what I have to deal with? Azure Saint
Why you gotta show him pictures of women you know he ain't gonna like?
Thank you. Oh my God, yo.
Look. I didn't tell him to look it up.
Why'd you even mention it then?
All I said was Natasha Nice. You didn't have to look it up though.
Hold on, but why did you even mention it then?
I just mentioned it. That's it. Just use an example. I didn't say look it up.
Yo, get
that
out
was
of
your
here,
choice,
yo.
man.
Stop it, yo. Like, you always do this, yo. I know the games you playing right now, bro.
I'm not playing no games. I'm being serious.
If you're a chubby chaser, that's on you. All right?
Now, you might think that's a scrumptious ass, but I don't.
It's not scrumptious. I ain't never said scrumptious. You said it's scrumptious. If you like potholes and you like cellulite, that's on you, bro. You probably a skinny ass dude that can't handle that. Don't put that shit on me. Bronzebird handle.
You can't even handle it either.
She hit Bobson and he goes flying across the river.
Listen. Damn. See, I'm slurring my words because Empress Janet didn't change her damn avatar. But anyway.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
I got one of them riding cowboy bodies on it.
See, we want to look at women like Empress Janet, not that fat, lard piece of shit you got sitting up there showing in the back screen.
In all the right places. I don't judge nobody, but some people can't ride.
Azure Saint can't.
Better to ride than be ridden.
Azure out here trying to ride bucking Broncos and can't do it.
Her brain is too weak.
You out here trying to ride buffaloes, yo. Get the hell out of here.
Everybody likes what they like, though. If he likes
Exactly, Ron.
Why?
What can a bird ride? How do birds make? What the fuck? How do y'all niggas even make?
Don't worry about birds. You trying to snap on me? It's not working. You can keep going. You want me to chirp? You want me to chirp so bad, and it's not.
You're chirping right now.
I'm totally not.
Hey, you want some bird seeds?
No, I don't want your bird seeds at all. I would rather have some berries and some fruits, if that's the case, sir.
Nah, that's not good for you, man. You got to get some seeds.
How you gonna tell me what I have, bro? Do you know my habitat? Do you know exactly what I eat, sir?
What you eat? Worms, seeds, bugs.
Here we go. You can never get into what us as birds experience, okay? I can get into the
That's what you guys are supposed to do.
Why you like women that eat Oreos with mustard. It's weird as fuck.
I didn't know she did that shit, but nay, now that I know.
You lost again on the Brownstone Powwow. You cannot troll Bronzebird. It just doesn't
Hell, she
work
probably
anymore.
did that because of it. You know, just a dare. That's it.
It wasn't no dare. She really meant that shit. Because you like flat, flubby flubs, women that look like they come out of Nutty Professor with your dumb ass.
That's not Nutty Professor, sir.
That is Nutty Professor.
No, it's not.
2.0. Or Respucia from that movie with Eddie Murphy. That's you, bro.
Nah, I will say Respucia, though, man.
Yeah, it's Respucia. Yeah, Lizzo is Respucia, like I said, bro. Out here can't even sit up there and get on a water slide because her ass go over to the other.
And y'all niggas wonder why she made that song "Truth Hurts" because you're hurt. Your butt hurt.
How am I butt hurt?
Your butt hurt.
I'm chilling, man.
You're not chilling. You won't be making those insults. Those are insults, man.
Why are you mad?
Calm down.
Wait, why are you mad? Hold up.
I'm not mad. You're mad. It's okay. It's okay.
Nah, you extra salty.
No, I'm not salty. It's okay,
changing.
What happened?
I can hear his voice changing.
Yeah.
Shut up. Get out of here.
Thank you, Janet. This guy out here, man, salty. Lowry's. You out here salty, bro. Your pink salt ass. You out here, you Himalayan salt right now because you so salty, bro. You
hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna drop out. Hold on, I'm gonna drop out and I'm gonna be right back to come cook your ass, okay?
So-called cook. Get your ass out of here, bro.
Yeah. Just boot me off the panel.
Boot yourself.
I can't. I'm stuck.
Drop your ass. Anyway, let's just talk, y'all, because he didn't want this action.
So mustard cookies.
Mustard cookies.
She looked like she was having a rough day, so it was comfort eating.
It's like life.
Eating, yo.
Life. You know what I mean?
But, I mean, if you can't taste the sourness when she kisses you, I mean, none of my business.
This is so cringy. But
Bacon,
it's so
bro.
funny. You know what I mean? It's out here tasting like who did it and ran. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm too much. This is too funny. But yeah. I was just giving a history lesson about January, why I don't celebrate it. It actually comes from the god Janus, which is supposed to be the god, the Roman god of the portals, the beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega. So I was talking about that today. But I ain't knocking anybody that celebrate New Year's. Do what you do. You know what I mean? You know what I should have did? I should have sat there and talked about when did the whole entire New Year's ball started. I mean, it started in New York, but it started in like 1907. I was reading that up today. So I was doing a bit of research. But what you guys did today?
I slept.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep because I'm starting to doze off.
All right, man. Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate you.
Peace.
You already? Yeah. I slept too. I was knocked out all day. I actually rode my bike today, but then I was just like, it was raining outside, so regular stuff.
Yeah, I went to 2 people's panels that I care about, but other than that, I've been resting.
Was it peaceful today though? You wasn't.
Yeah, me. I'm just smoking my weed, taking my medicine, sleeping.
Great.
I ain't got no worries.
You be on an attack mode. I'm trying to tell you to calm that down.
I ain't attacking nobody. You can't tell me what to do.
Might have to, low key.
No, you might not.
What?
What? You ain't telling me what to do.
I'm just saying I'm advising you.
I don't need no advisor.
Oh, okay. So now you just want to be stubborn. I get it.
No, I ain't stubborn. I'm just me. I don't try to change you. Why are you trying to change me?
Well, advising wouldn't. It's just advising.
I don't need you. I ain't advising you. The fuck?
Don't be getting gangsta on me, yo.
No, because you need to be told.
Oh, now I need to be told. So
Our
aren't you trying to change
matters, yes, and there's boundaries to it.
So what boundaries you trying to lay down?
You don't tell me what to do.
Okay, we agree
and I
on
got
that.
your back, so you can bang on this dude, and I'll be quiet.
I appreciate that, Janet. Let me go into the battle. Enjoy the show. What do you want?
All right, so I see that you are, feisty as usual. So you got that anger in you.
I ain't got no anger. You came on this panel salty. You mad because me and Marco destroyed your ass.
You're salty.
From Maple Trail and Fresh Pond. You understand? You got mad because you got destroyed on the panel. Even your boy sat up there and said that Bronzebird is right. You understand? So how does it feel that you came on this panel, Barren, why I don't celebrate New Year's, and I roasted you 4 times now? Probably fifth.
You tried to roast me.
That you suck.
You know what?
Nah. It wasn't none of that shit because you got roasted, bro.
You know what? I can't fucking stand with you birds not shit.
You mad?
Yeah, I'm mad. You know what, Bronze? If you would just kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't even be feeling any anger at all. So that's why I'm on here.
I ain't got no type. Slim women is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Get the hell out of here. What's up, Malik X? What's going on?
All right, what's up, y'all?
Hello.
What's up, bro? Just know you're gonna be in the middle of an argument between me and Demetris, so you can sit back and relax and hear it because
it's gonna be me and you.
No, because you're salty.
Why are you guys arguing in the first place?
Because this clown came on my stream, sitting up there mentioning the last stream that I did, which was Maple Trail, where he feels some type of way that he got roasted about his beloved girlfriend, his beloved little
beloved boo
crush, your beloved boo thing, Lizzo, and why you lost that battle between me and you because you just don't like to take the L. And what he does is, which I sense he's trolling, he tries to show me women that's of my caliber, which they're really not. They're fat ass porn stars that he continuously...
They are what? Did he just say that they're not women?
I didn't say that. They're fat ass porn stars that he continuously wants to say has.
They're not porn stars, sir. They're models.
Yes, they are.
They're models.
Tiffany Days is a goddamn porn star. What are you talking about?
No, she's a model. She clearly
she's a porn star. She's a porn star.
Model.
Bro. We seen the Google images, fam. It's NSFW, bro. Don't play these games right now.
Okay.
How you doing, Empress? How you been?
I've been okay. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying. So
anybody got any resolutions for I guess this this new year?
No, we don't celebrate. I don't celebrate New Year's. That's why I put it in title.
It's best if I don't say mine, though. I just want to keep that.
Well, I know you don't celebrate it yet, but I'm saying, I know since the year numbers switched, I was wondering if you had any commitments for any improvements or anything like that.
I already got them locked and loaded. Maybe Janet and Azure, maybe, but not me. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to start this new sector. Since,
The only thing is I'm gonna try to stay healthy and keep him from catching anything.
Now this sector that he's talking about, let's hear about this. This is another L.
Stop. Just stop.
Why?
I've had enough. Let's try to be positive. Okay.
Oh, now
Bronze,
let's be positive.
you and I.
Oh, keep crying.
I know.
I'm gonna get you a violin so you can cry your heart out.
No. Okay. I'm gonna get my lies out. Okay. I gotta get them out. Now, we've had discussions, right? we've had intellectual conversations. We just got to get things out of our chest. Okay. And that's what we need to do. Get all those things out of our chest, and just always remember that real life is not in cyberspace. Shout out to her, because real life is not in cyberspace.
I mean, of course, that's a given.
Right. And who is this? Who cares? Okay. But, okay, what I'm saying is just be real with ourselves. Just tell the truth. And what is all that noise? I can't concentrate what I'm trying to say.
Just talk. That's my phone going off. Go ahead. Just talk.
Well, then shut it off, nigga.
Just talk. What the hell?
Okay. All right. Now, see, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying? Okay, continue, bird brain.
Yeah, you got a short attention span. You need to fix that for the new year instead of focusing on that lame-ass sector you want to come up with. What's going on?
Oh, go eat some damn bird seeds.
Who the hell is this guy that say, who the hell is this guy?
Azure I'm Saint. Sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. I apologize. I am ever so sorry.
I meant this is random. Now Brandon Anderson is trolling me? This is a little bit weird, ITB.
What?
Random thought. Brandon came into my comment section, he was talking shit. Me and Malik X saw it, and I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? Why? This guy is acting up, man. Like, I was just like, yo, this dude is crazy.
Told you.
Yeah, he troll, man. He really does.
He does
troll everybody.
I know. I'm in trouble for his ass now.
You're in trouble for him?
Well, yeah, because I said some crazy shit to him, and everybody's like, oh, she said she wants to hang black people. No, just Brandon.
Wow. See, this is what I mean. Janet
wait till you have to block him. Wait till you have to block him from the StreamYard in your chat room. It's going to get that crazy with him.
I don't think it's going to become that crazy because he was scared.
What you watch.
He ain't come up on the panel to defend himself at all. He just sat there, said that one comment, and then left. And I was like, yo, you can come up on this panel and catch the smoke, bro. Everybody know Bronzebird is disrespectful, therefore. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny.
You want to hide in the comment section, do all the Twitter fingers, we could do that too, homie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll win 100%. Isn't that right, Azure?
That's right.
He was showing you like that. And it's kind of funny that both Brandon and Eric don't like each other, but they do the same shit.
Yo, Bronze, you want a Chick-fil-A card?
I need a Chick-fil-A card for it.
To go eat.
I already ate. Thank you. And I cooked.
Come on, man. You got to eat something, man.
What are you trying to say, dude?
Come on. You got to eat more chicken, man. You got to eat more chicken,
Are you saying chicken because it's bird references? Go shut your face. Like I didn't catch this. Shut your face.
Come on, man. Okay. Relax, man. You got to eat more chicken, man.
Yeah, don't worry.
Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Don't be coming on my stream with that nonsense, bro. Hell wrong with you? Let's try this again.
I like this guy already.
Nah, Azure Saint getting on my damn
Thanks,
nerves.
Man.
Nah,
Thanks, man.
Ain't no thing shit. Ain't no thing shit. No.
Bro, check out these sunglasses, man. Man, look at you.
Is trash. Is that Southern sunglasses, bro? Come on, man.
Man,
is that 3D
bro,
glasses? Is that 3D glasses to see Lizzo's pussy or what,
bro? Bronze. Come on, relax, man. Come on, relax.
There ain't no relax, bro. You want to come up in here with the smoke? I give it right back to you.
No, I ain't got no smoke. I ain't got no smoke with you, man.
Nah, I ain't got no smoke with you. Out here with them lame ass Neo glasses. What else you got to talk about?
Damn Neo glasses. Let's see what you look like, nigga.
I'm not camming up for you, bro.
No, it look like
you lame, man. You lame, man.
Look like the 3D glass from the Diz back in the day. That's what it look like.
But that sucker. Why you diss on me and my foul women when I go out to the town and I go ahead and I lift their belly and put my rod inside their guts?
Why you keep doing this, man?
Why you do this? Why you do this? Me as Osip, I get it all, man. I get it.
What fuck wrong with you, man?
You was in that movie Fat Girls, wasn't you? With Monique and Alden with them 2 other women?
You said he was skinny.
Yeah,
Well,
he
in
was.
Monique's defense, she has lost weight.
Well, she did, but not Lizzo. I like
Man,
Lizzo.
Lizzo, she beautiful. She my
She
queen,
played
man.
she played a
Hey, Bronze.
trombone.
She beautiful. She my queen. Come on.
Lizzo, my queen, my African queen.
She my
You mean
queen.
your preference? You mean probably your preference?
My
Shit.
Nubian queen.
Like them big. You like them big.
She's my Nubian queen. I had to say that one time. For one time. But anyway, yeah, Zora, keep continuing to calm down. Nobody want to see that dumb shit. What the
Why are you so negative? Why are you so
I ain't gonna
hostile,
lie.
man?
It's winter time. It's the best time to have a big girl too. So
Okay.
I'm more young with that.
Yeah.
What I say is you can't have them too big. You understand? There's a threshold. Obviously, because Azure doesn't know the difference. That's why I say it's not.
I do know the difference. I don't think you know the difference.
Is it a king size type of chick or a queen size type of chick?
This nigga got hefty bags. It's a difference, bro.
They're not hefty bags.
The one that you talking about is a hefty bag.
Yeah, the one Natasha, she's a hefty bag.
Bro, stop it.
Now, Tiffany, she's pillow. Actually, she's probably like
yo, this is such a cap. I swear to God, this is a cap, yo. Why are you doing
bro,
this?
curvy curly Chris, she's a freaking sofa, man.
EAP. Cap. 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 Cap.
What was that about?
It's a cap, bro. You out here talking about, oh, I don't like these women. I didn't tell you to show them and this, that, and the third, but you still sat there and mentioned them because you like them.
I mentioned, but I didn't tell you to like look at it. You did that all on your own. You just looked at it. I didn't tell you to do it. Okay?
EAP. Cap. 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 Cap.
Hey, why don't you put some Meru hentai on?
No, I'm not putting that on because I don't know what that is.
That's a guideline start right there.
That's right.
Yeah, one time he did that. It wasn't hentai, but he had Meru to succubus. You know, I'm kind of am a big fan.
Yeah, I know what picture you're talking about. You talking about this picture right here.
Oh yeah, yes. Look at that. Look at all that.
Look at all that.
It's a fine ass right there.
And you know what the great thing about that is? She's slender.
Yeah, I know.
You know the funny thing about it? I can draw it.
Ooh, really?
Well, ITB.
Bro, how much? How much you looking for? How much? I could pay you, man. Full color.
Oh, let's do business.
Probably if I'm open, man. Shit, probably later on this next week, you back on this panel. I gotta really know you before I get on this start taking up commissions again. And plus, I'm in a little bit of financial trouble. Not the bad one, but the good one. That's not well, both of them not good. We'll say the little IRS gave me a letter saying I was making a little too much or something on the side.
Damn, yo.
Okay, well, you can get to know me right now. So, so about me, you know, of course, I'm a content creator, just like the Bird brand over here, and you know, I'm more of solving problems, you know, come up with solutions and all that. And you know, I'm always here for a good discussion. And you know, it doesn't matter, you know, if your talking points match mine or they're different. I'm always willing to hear you out. You know, and I'm always willing to, you know, get everybody else's perspective. And, you know, we can just, you know, come to agreements or disagreements, but it's whatever. I'm a free thinker, by the way. And, you know, I don't support Republicans or Democrats. I'm more of an independent person. So, yeah. And I'm pro-black.
Conflex, what's going on, man? Peace.
Nice to meet you.
I don't think
so.
It's
Yeah,
important, but you know,
that's about me.
Talk to ITB about this lame ass sector that you're trying to come up with.
So, I'm trying to come up with a sector that's better than the Black Manosphere and you know, whole swirlers thing and shit. You know, where
SY,
basically
SDM.
They're similar, but it's kind of different. But they're similar, I guess.
It is, yeah. It's gonna like include like everybody is gonna be in there. Like, just I'm gonna make it better. Not to have the swirling going on. Not to have the black men hating on black women because they're too fucking lame to get women and all that shit. So yeah.
Damn.
What you mean, like my community where it's international? Everybody's welcome. All colors, breed, race, nationality, religion.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm too lame to get them. So shit, that's why I'm with a Latino. So
I know that's a different
story.
Brother.
That's a different story for another day.
Okay.
Allowed to though.
But I will say this though. I don't care who you get. I don't really care who you get it with. I mean, it doesn't matter like the skin color, race, and ethnicity.
Well, I thought you were a white man until you turned on your camera. So thank you.
What is this?
I thought my voice was bad.
Huh. Janet, we can tell you're a so-called black woman.
Shut up.
Why? Why is that? Wait, why?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, regardless, I'm not gonna hold anything against you on that. But if you're doing this, like if you're dating outside your race because of self-hatred or anything negative, like for a negative cause, then that's a problem. All right. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, I broke down why that they wasn't choosing me. And it's also goes back to Woody Lynch as well.
What
as well. What's up? Past
$40. What's good, B?
I even broke that down to some people about Woody Lynch, how they basically created single parent homes and broke the black male image, where that's the defenders of the image goes right back into slavery, and to produce these it changed the role of both male and females. And we still carried it on to today. It's basically a matriarchy in the black community, and that's one thing I say about to the black management, that it's really is going on, and it's really frustrate the hell out of a lot of men out here. And we try to change. It's like, but you got people that's also other grown men that don't want to change that.
Yeah, and there are grown ass men who are sexually frustrated in that group. Like they're just frustrated.
I agree, and women.
You got some
really
out here.
I barely even hear the women say that. I barely
well,
even
they act it. Yeah. Their actions show it when they don't get.
They out here calling them strags, yo.
Are these the same women that call him Dusty?
Yo, honestly, I'm done with the internet. I'm sick of this shit. I have a blessed one. I'll be out. Y'all be.
Hey, wait, man. Hold on.
Wait, how you just jump on and you just out automatically, fam?
Because I'm tired of this shit, man. Because I'm mad. I'm fucked up, bro. I'm out here in Amarillo, Texas, in the Panhandle of Texas. It's 14 degrees. It's freezing, and I'm just mad, bro. And like our kids ain't got winter boots. Our kids ain't got coats. I'm fucking mad. The internet. I'm just fucking mad, bro. I'm just going through some shit and I'm mad.
Well, express it, brother. It's the powwow. You have the open opportunity to express what's on your mind. Just go ahead.
Well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just mad, and then this is how the shit go, and it's mad because like I'm just mad, bro, because like we ain't like there ain't no heat, bro. It's just cold-hearted conversation. It's just cold-hearted conversation. And I'm glad you having a heated conversation, but I'm just man. Right now I'm just tripping, bro.
Good, bro. You good? It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry about that,
sir. No heat though?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
I'm just tripping, bro. I'm just tripping because it's like 14 degrees out here, and a cold front came off the Rocky Mountains. And you know how last time it was in Texas. I'm just mad, bro. Just mad. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm just mad.
It's gonna get better from here, bro. I can I know that for sure. But I mean, so what was it like today? Were you able to Where are you outside now, or are you chilling at home?
Yeah, I'm in some heat, but the thing about it is, like, what pissed me off is, like, my baby mama called me and was like, "Your son's shoes too small," so I went and bought him some snow boots and and a winter jacket, like a North Face winter jacket.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta go down there, I gotta go back and give it to him, and that's gonna take to like Tuesday. And I'm like, so you already get child support, and I'm just no, I mean, I'm just
Nah, let it out. I mean, is it the fact that, man, if she's tripping out too, or is it just the fact you wanted
nah.
just to
It's
find?
just simple fact that you should have, like, I don't care about the money, man. Like, she already know. She be on some prideful shit, and
Mm.
I'm like, I don't care about the money. If he needs something, call me. And like she be and like and like when the reason why I'm mad, because she called me last minute, but by the grace of God, my travels have already been scheduled. But what if my travels get, canceled because of all this cold weather and ice and stuff, and he already need snow boots and coats? And I'm like, man, don't call me on some like needy shit too late. And she made me mad, yo. That's all I'm saying. She made me mad.
Yeah, last minute.
Yeah, that's not a
Don't
good
call
look,
me
man.
last minute on some needy shit, yo. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, if you gonna not show up, or if you need something, or you see yourself. No, matter of fact, you don't just need something. You see yourself in need. You see stuff coming, and you just try to play it off, so you can try to play this like, oh, you can try to play. No, don't play with my heart. Don't play with my heartstrings. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, don't tell me how bad you need it, and then have me feeling all like
Guilty.
hearty and shit. You know what I mean? Like, my heart getting to that shit when you talking about some, like, you need this, you need that. And as a man, when like your baby mama or a woman that you fucking with, or just any woman that you fucking with, they call you and talk about some, I need this, I need that. It's like, what the fuck you gonna tell me on some needy shit? Like, you just didn't tell me before, because you
Right.
see the shit coming.
It's like they try and get over on you
It's
Yeah,
like
it
instead
you
of
makes
get
you
just
feel
over
being,
on me.
guilty.
yeah, and like trying to like shame and guilt you instead of just being like, look, as parents or co-parenting, you know, we have to come to an understanding between our child. You know what I mean? Bro, I hear you, bro, because I
Yeah.
think I think it's just like it's fucked up. Because I know situations like that, and it's like, as a father, you try to do the right, you are doing the right thing, and then it's just like whatever the baby mama is going through, she'll sit up there and take it out on you, or just because she wants to be spiteful, she'll sit up there and just be like, well, I need this and I need that, and it'd be like, yo, like, shit is serious, and you not even understanding me or even trying to be on my level. Like, of course, we're not together, but just still respect me. You know what I'm saying? For my child. You know what I mean? I've seen situations like that, and I've just been like, yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah, giving a heads up and being prepared would allow him to be prepared instead
Right.
of putting him on the spot.
Yeah, and it's like
Nobody
you got a
likes to be
life
put on
too.
the spot,
Yeah, and it's like you got a
especially
life too
for
past the
somebody that
40.
you love.
Yeah, because you got a life too. You know what I mean? And just to cause an inconvenience for you, and then all the stuff that's going on outside, it's just kind of like that's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, like, bro, I hear you, bro. For real, son. Like, I'm being dead with you, bro. Like, I hear you. Because it's not necessary. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're there for your child. And that's
Right.
why I hate certain situations when people do spiteful shit. Like, they be like, they ingeniously just put people on child, or specifically men, on
Mhm.
child support, knowing that he's really there for his child.
Yeah.
Just to be spiteful.
I never put mine on. He always took care of them.
Yeah. I don't I like seeing that or hearing from that. I don't like that shit. I just don't. It's just disrespectful, you know. Like, it's just like, oh, let me just get over on him when he's doing the right thing. So I hear you, bro. Hold your head up. I'll tell you that, bro. Hold your head up. You heard? Damn, what the fuck? They're going crazy with the
Yeah,
radio outside.
I'm here. I'm hearing everything, but you know what I mean. that's the thing about it. Like, like I did a live stream and I was talking about how winter is coming and how it's cold out here, and do we have like like we have boots and coats and stuff for ourselves, and also for our children, and niggas is more worried about relationships, bro. I'm just so fucking sick of. I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. I think I'm like. I think I'm done with the internet, bro. Like I'm gonna fuck with the internet and give like 20 to 30-minute live streams. I'm not. I'm just fucking done, bro. I'm heartbroken, bro.
Let me say real quick, just in general, I had advised on a stream that I did. I said don't become too entrenched in an internet portal, because it's like now, not even now, but just the fact of the matter, a lot of people use the internet as like a soapbox. They're not really teaching anything. They're just sitting up there talking because they have the ability to talk. And especially when you're someone that's behind an avatar, you can just go ahead and say whatever you want. So it could be on some stuff about relationships or the good old trope that they like to use. Bitches ain't shit. And it's always the same thing. Like, it doesn't come from, and this is where they get into that lame ass alpha male category and all. I don't believe in that. My thing about it is it's just a realization. That's why I say you just got to pay attention to those that make content to your liking, because it's not going to be, because that's the problem I had with dudes in the space in particular. They're not really talking about anything. They're just sitting up there giving their grievances out on situations they've been in. Like, it's like they believe women are evil. And I say that's like saying every woman is evil. I don't think every woman is evil.
Well, thank you.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think when we try to talk about good topics, they don't come to those shows.
They don't.
When they want to talk about drama, then they go to those shows.
They talk about
fuckery. We should be talking about global warming. We should be talking about what's going on and why it's.
They don't.
Bro, I just thought about it. I just thought about that. I thought about the fact that it was 60 degrees last week, and this week I'm buying my baby. Please go check out my last stream, because I was talking about the fact that the weather is changing.
Yeah.
Like, I went from my baby. I went from my baby boy like not worrying about nothing in good heated weather to buying him like real shit. Like like, hold on, man. I like, you gotta check my lab. I mean, I like buying winter coats and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, the cats want to talk about relationships, but like, whether relationships are good or whether relationships are bad, we have interactions with each other, and children sometimes are the beneficiaries of our relationships with each other. And if we're not trying to put some clothes and some food and some backing and some, right now, man, I'm so fucked up, bro. Right now, so fucked up right now, bro, because my baby mama hit me with some bullshit. I'm so, yeah, your son got COVID, but he's doing fine. But at the same time, she got him saying, she got him singing, "Let's go, Brandon." And we got here in Texas, a state fighting for its red rights, when they're trying to fight against, they for their red conservative rights, but they're against like communism and socialism. But then they offer individualism, but get my baby mama's calling me on some collectivism to provide for her and my child. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, y'all conflicting politics with reality, man. And I'm just fucked up right now, bro.
Wow.
I heard you, bro. But I'm gonna tell you this, for real, pass the $40. Whatever it is that you're going through, bro, you dead ass got my support, because I always feel like we should have, and this is something I had mentioned a while ago. I'm gonna bring it back up again. It just didn't go right the last time I did it, when I tried to do the International Men's Day, when I was gonna try to do a panel so that y'all could have a therapy session. Because I told people outside of this, YouTube and real life, I'm actually a men's mental health advocate. I mean, I advocate for everybody for mental awareness, especially so-called black people. But the story you're saying right now, bro, it's like we harbor that shit inside. So we don't have a place where we can sit down and be like, yo, this is what's going on. Yo, my baby mama's wilding. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is why I say, like, you know, it's no problem to have a safe space. It's just that now you have to configure yourself into finding those that's willing to have a conversation when the time gets tough. It's not good for everybody. It's not good for anybody. A lot of people right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna first say I congratulate you for being open.
I'm just venting right now because I don't want to be that crazy ass dude from Baltimore. I'm not going to be him. I'm not going to be him. Rather than getting mad and arguing and being like, you know what, I'm gonna do, fuck that, I'm gonna hurt her, I'm gonna take her out. I just like, look, what like, what does he like? What's needed? Like this is the problem with solutions. This is the problem with men creating solutions. They're not given an ultimate problem. They're given these dimensions and these devotions and these psyops, and they're given they're given these divisions and these broken down problematic things until there's an ultimate issue. Then men have to go to war. See, men wouldn't have to go to war if you would tell us the real problem up front. Why do we have to have treaties? Why does it have to be a treaty on the back end? Why does man and woman have to have a treaty on the back end? Why do we have to have all this war and fighting and arguing and pushing and protective orders and this? Why do we have to have all this bullshit before we can finally be like, you know what, your baby needs a coat and some snowshoes?
Right.
Why does it have to be so much war before there's a treaty of what we actually need? And I'm so sick of this shit, bro. I'm so sick of this shit in the manosphere. I'm so sick of this shit on the internet. I'm so sick of this shit in real life. I'm like, why the fuck can people just not just say what the fuck they want, man? Just leave it alone and say what the fuck you want. I'm sorry I cuss, bro, on your channel, bro.
Bro, I cuss all the time. You're fine.
Yeah.
I haven't blocked you or said anything. I'm letting you just vent. I want you to vent.
I mean, you have a true point.
You do. But
I think she still might care about him.
The thing about
and
it
that
is
can
this.
cause, that love-hate where they love to hate. She really doesn't know what love is, so she takes it out on him.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's also narcissism can be involved in this as well, because it's all about me.
She has something that he values.
Yeah, it's like she could be using a child against you to wave it in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that makes me mad about certain people.
He cares enough to put
knowing
up
because
normally on a normal base, I don't think he would tolerate her.
But I'm not innocent though, because I've called her dumb, I've called her stupid, I've called her remedial, I've called her insufficient, I've called her failure. So therefore, I'm not innocent either, because I've said I've said bad things, and with the fact that I have said bad things, does, I believe, cause that distrust for her to tell me real things, because sometimes real things can be bad. And I'm not innocent because sometimes I don't react initially as righteously as I'm coming to y'all, because I'm coming to y'all on the back end of doing all I can as a father. But I'm not telling y'all, but what I'm telling y'all also is I'm not innocent either. That's the reason why I still deal with her, because I'm not innocent either.
Right. Man. Well, two wrongs don't make no right, but
it don't.
If you're not engaging at a certain time, then boundaries have to be set, and different roads have to be made.
You could be.
Whenever I divorced my children's father, I never sued him. We had our problems. I remarried, but he always took care of them. And even when he passed away, my second husband was there for the children. and he was good friends with him. So you can learn a different way. You just have to create a different simulation for them. She's lost in that simulation where, things could have been different. We like to, hope for the best, but create the worst. And a lot of times pain is what she's given. If you can stop the pain, then at least she can give you at least what you're asking for on the level of just, having respect so that you can raise your child. Because that's the most important thing.
Let me ask you this, Pastor. So
Yeah.
you said you had brought up the whole entire thing about how you said stuff to her and stuff like that. Do you feel like you're dealing with her right now as a form of damage control?
No, I feel like yes and no. It's damage control because I should react better, but it's reality because it is what it naturally is. And that's just why like, everything is convoluted once you start stepping into the new boundaries of marriage and children and true ties and blood with a person. And I mean, when you tie blood in with some person, like sometimes when they say that family is sometimes your worst enemy, but that's sometimes the family that you create, man. Like, you see all this divorce going on in this country and children being pulled through divorce. Family can sometimes be your worst enemies. You had the Hatfields and McCoys, a guy that fell in love with another woman from another family, and they created another family, and it's just sometimes, man. Like I mean, Bronzebird, man, when I tell you there's a thin line between love and hate,
It's a thin line between love and hate.
I mean, like, bro, like if I could, like I don't even know how to. I don't know how to stress how. I don't know how to stress how thin that line is between love and hate, bro. I really don't know how to. I really don't know how to. As a person, as a man, I cannot give personification or definition to the thin line between love and hate. I just know that it's there.
You don't have to, because giving your perspective would initiate it. Like that's the thing about it. Sometimes when you can't define it, the way that you deal with the situation and express yourself could be a way and a tool of having someone else understand. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, bro, my whole entire prerogative on it is you're a man that needs to open himself up to being vulnerable. And I don't think there's a problem with that. It's too many times we kind of just demonize the fact of the matter, us as men, we have to just hold everything inside, and sometimes we take that anger out on the baby mama, and then because of how she is, she's just like, well, yeah, you know what, yeah, he ain't shit, and blah blah blah, and this, that, and the third, and she becomes more aggressive towards you, and then it's this kind of this hate situation. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, bro, at the end of the day, I can congratulate you, man to man, that you did something that you needed to do. Open yourself up the best way you know how. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. This whole entire climate change and this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. But I always stress to men, you have to find your peace and tranquility. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too, when you get caught up in yourself and you get into that whole entire mode, that depression thing is no fucking joke, regardless if you have kids or not. And then because of that depression mode, you'll turn out like that dude from Baltimore, or those guys out there that go to the extreme and feel like they have to give one over on their baby mama or someone else because they weren't able to look inside themselves and say, hey, look, I'm not okay, or I don't like this person, but I'm not going to go ahead and do the extreme, and
Right.
then feel like I need this fallacy, this falsehood of thinking. And this is problem. I should. Oh God, I should have mentioned this. I should have made a separate stream on it. I probably will. Cause you know what's ironic? This was narking at me all day. That joint about the Baltimore dude. I said that's why I say you cannot become too entrenched in an internet portal. You can't
You
take it
can't.
too. You can't because it's dudes. The whole entire point was it was making an idolization of a public figure. That's
Yeah.
the
See,
problem.
the thing about it is, I listened to a song called "Dope Boy Fresh" by 3 6 Mafia.
Oh, dope boy, the dope boy fresh. That
Yeah,
just
and in the beginning of the
yeah.
intro, and they had the interlude, which is the intro, which said they talked about there was no more kids playing basketball. There were no more people in the bingo parlor. They all found a portal. That portal, that CERN, was the internet. And the thing about it is, the internet pulled all of our evils into a point of action. And that's the reason why Bronzebird, I had to call that. But the thing about it is, the internet tries to tell you, YouTube tries to tell you, don't become that. They say have a mission statement or an interlude before coming on the internet. And I had to remind myself of that today, especially with I was going through. I was talking about father power and fathers and fighting for your kids. So rather than diving deeper into the internet and getting deeper into content and wanting to hate, I said, no, what? I'm not going to get on the internet right now. I'm going to take my black ass to get my to fight my problems. Right now, I'm mad at my child as it is cold and has a cold, and and I'm upset at that, and I'm arguing with my baby mama because she called me last minute. So rather than getting on the internet and and getting deeper into that shit to the point where I want to hurt her, and I vented out to my father in real life. And I said some stuff to my father that I'm not gonna repeat on the internet. The stuff I said to my father, I'm not, because God, I was so mad. No, God knows I was so mad. So I said some nasty stuff. But I said to my father, and he handled it. And my baby mama called me, talked to my son. I got him a winter jacket and some winter shoes. Bring him. I'm gonna take those things to him. Things calm down. But I had to call my father. I had to call my father, bro, because like I got so mad today. And it's the first of the year. This is 2022.
Right.
So we're facing 2022 again. We're facing our angers all over again. And looking, so in 2020 we had domestic violence, uh, child abuse, a bunch of things go like really bad. So I was facing my angers from then and dealing with my baby mama. I was facing my anger. It was like a mirror of 2020. It was a mirror of my anger all over again. And by the grace of God, my father picked up the phone and my father helped me, and he guided me because I was on some other shit today.
Oh, big ups to your dad.
So you gotta see your dad, and what I would tell you is this: what you already told me, you already have a large amount of self control. Because I mean, even with me, like it's like
Yeah, that he
today,
would call his dad first.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like that's a fucking good
That's a
thing,
big
bro.
step.
Like seriously, like you gotta you know what, you gotta take the small things and
Yep.
know that that's the baby step to
Make
self
a difference.
improvement, right?
Yep.
And like,
Because
bro, like this
yeah,
shit made me want to break down in like motherfucking tears because like you just don't motherfucking know how mad I was, bro.
no, and
Like I
that's
was,
why I'm
I was
listening.
like, man, you don't like, man. I ain't no bitch ass nigga, bro. But like,
Wait, slow down,
Yeah, but
Pastor.
you can get
You're
tired of
not
being
a.
tired.
But there's nothing about being a bitch ass nigga when you feel what's in your heart, bro. There's nothing bitch ass nigga about that.
No.
If you
'Cause
feel some type of way about a situation, especially involves your child, and
yeah.
you went to your father to sit up there and talk about that, there's nothing bitch ass nigga about that. That's actually strength.
Yeah.
You know what I
I ain't know,
mean?
I ain't know
Holding
what
it
to do.
inside, but let me just say this quick thing. I just want to say this to you, bro. Holding it inside makes you more of a coward than letting it out, bro. I
Right.
have to be honest with you about that. Because when you hold it inside, you're hiding. So then when you let it build up, that's when you get into that point where you want to take that anger or use a violent force against that person who's causing you pain and damage. You understand?
Right.
So
And
there's
how the
nothing bitch ass
outcome
nigga about that.
was a good thing because now he learned the difference on how to handle it. It
Right.
has to be handled a different way. He can't keep fighting fire with fire. I said it before, but some people get tired of being tired. And that's when you make a change. So I'm proud of him that he did call his father and he made it, a different way because again, he seems very, very tired of it. And tears are not weak. They're just, again, a releasing. So if you're releasing fluid from your body because you're so tired of it, then yeah, it's due
can't.
for a change on any way necessary to make you happy. You shouldn't be unhappy about this. Because
Right.
again, if she's causing it or if she's in pain, what does it say about how do we deal with these situations? Because I know what he's saying. There's many nights screaming without no voice, trying to understand, but you got to do it a different way, and I'm proud of him.
It's just a simple fact that like I don't like she. Like, I don't want to have this like it's just one of these weird things where a person wants to have a relationship with you, but like
Mhm.
it's just not working that way.
Right.
And then rather than they figure out ways to force that way. I don't know, man. It's a weird thing, man, and it's just one of those weird things, man. It's a weird thing, man. It makes you mad. It makes you want to get emotional about it, but it's just I don't know, man. It's a weird thing, but you just you do better and better, but like it's just one of those weird things. One of those weird things.
It's like you trying to make it work for the sake of the situation, but it's just as much as you push and you push, it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? And I think that's the frustration in it all. To be honest, it's one of those sort of things where I don't even know how to say it, but I would say like it has to run its course. The only thing you could do as a responsible father is continue what you're doing. You know what I mean? But don't let that pressure about what she's pushing on you make you feel like you have to be a villain or you have to hide your emotions or feel like you can't call anyone or you feel like you have to go use the internet. And I'm sorry to say this. It's just many content creators I know is toxic as fuck. So it's like those dudes are not going to push you in a direction where you want to be because they're going to get back into the conversation about women. And I'm sitting up there saying, fuck all that shit. You as a man, what do you feel inside? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What do
and that's
you feel inside? So that's why I say you gotta do two things. You gotta recognize those, whether it be me or it be other content creators or let's just talk virtually, those that match the energy that you want, right? You
yeah,
have to find that, and then besides that, you also have to do a balance. That's why I keep saying incessantly, like you have to not become too entrenched into the internet portal. And that's even today I noticed that because I was like, yo, I'm leaving my phone in the house. Fuck that shit. I'm leaving in the
yeah,
house. I'm gonna go bike ride and I'm gonna come right back. I don't care who
Yeah.
calls. I don't care what. I don't care. Like I'm gonna just
I
go
was
outside.
sleeping.
You know what I mean? And I
yeah.
came back in the house. I was like, nobody called. Cool.
And that's the thing about it, like, and that's just why I had to call my dad because I was like, man, these internet creators are like on the internet is good to it's good to talk to people, but like when I call my when I call my dad and we talked about it, me and my dad we talked about it for like a good hour and some change, and I was like, and like we just talked about it, and I was like, okay. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just why I go on the internet and I talk about these things with guys, but then I see the low level conversations that we be having, and I'm like, these low level conversations that we're having is the reason why guys are just spazzing out when the high level things happen. Because
Right.
high level things happen over a low level conversation.
Right. They have social anxiety.
Well,
They can't get out here and speak to other people without, deflecting their issues onto people. Rather than just listening to you, thousands would have just, pushed their opinion on it. But to me, it's like voices matter. And what you're going through matters because it makes us look at things differently,
Mhm.
So people should take people's stories and really hear them for what they're worth because it's too much going on in the real world, like you said. Out here, should be a place where we can at least have an understanding.
I agree. Nothing more to be said about that. I agree. And just, I think, Pastor. I think usually if it's the guys that's speaking on low level stuff, they're not on your threshold. So their whole entire prerogative is, oh, I found a cool spot where I can just get my shit off, say whatever I want, and Pastor is just gonna be lean about it because it's just Pastor. Where if it's a really particular topic, often they'll derail, often they'll it, and to be honest, I do have to say this because this is a perfect example of why certain dudes they're just not built to have conversations. It's just like if I came on your panel last time, I'm sitting up there giving a thesis. You want to call every woman a bitch and sit up there and say, "Oh, women this and women that." I said, look, you only have to find one partner. You have to find one person who's on your level. Once you find that person, I'm not sitting up there saying you just completely become infatuated with them. I sit up there and say you have to still find out who they are. And they was like, yo, this is a bitch ass nigga, man. This, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's why I know I'm not speaking to a man. I'm speaking to a child.
Well,
Like,
because a lot of men are built into this ideology where if I meet a woman is just supposed to bend to what I want. And these are guys that honestly, I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth. A lot of these guys are not accountable to their kids. They're not even accountable to themselves. A lot of these guys are fucking frauds, man.
of course.
And that's the reason why I told him, and that's what me and my baby mama was getting at today. Honestly, like, don't be no fucking fraud to me, man. Like, if you know something is going on or you know something is happening, don't be no fraud to me. Because a fraud to me is a lie to me. And when and don't lie to me to the point where you gotta tell the truth to me. Because the thin line between love and hate is and also in every lie there is some truth. So don't lie to me, man. If you don't lie to me, if the shit real, like, don't lie to me to the point where it becomes real. Don't lie to me. Like don't come at me when you actually like need me, with knowing the whole time you needed me to come through, which was a lie. It's like, just, you ain't gotta lie to me. Just keep it 100.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like I told you before, I see exactly where you're coming from because that's what only makes the relationship harder. That you're trying to do what you have to do, but as soon as something happens, where you at? Because my child needs this, that, and the third. But it's not. It's never like let's have a subtle conversation because the winter is rough out here, or this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. It's always call me when you need something. You know what I mean? It's never no like, look, it could have been respectable, could have been on some stuff like, I know we don't get along, but are you okay? Is everything all right? You know what I'm saying? Just on that level. But just the whole entire disrespect, like, oh, okay, let me just lie about it or just be on some shit like, oh, well, we need this and we need that. You come in with demands instead of sitting up there saying, hey, look, listen, let's do this a different way. We're parents, you know what I mean? And yo, I have to really say, yo, and I'm not saying this to, like, I really do feel bad for what y'all go through. I'm being, and I'll say this, I'll say it because it's fucked up. Like I just get so irritated because it's like I see it and I'm just like, yo, dudes really come to me and they'll tell me like, yo, I try the best that I can and she just keeps doing this shit and keeps doing this shit and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So I
But as baby
understand.
daddies, we be doing some shit too, yo. So that's why I keep reiterating I ain't innocent, but
No, but I mean even with that, at least you have accountability on that front. Because there are certain people that do not have accountability or they lie to themselves instead of being honest. You know what I'm saying? It's certain dudes out there that know they're full of shit, but continuously do shit that they know they're full of shit for. You understand? So
well,
that's at least on that front, Pastor. You can congratulate yourself for that because accountability takes maturity. How many men you know out here has a lot of maturity? Not a lot of dudes. Not a lot of dudes out here can comfortably say they are mature as shit and stuff like that. Hell
Right.
no. But the
they
first thing
blame
out their mouth is sitting up there talking about their goddamn alpha male.
well, they blame the woman 100% without realizing, man, you contributed to this shit, man. Like part of the reason why my baby mama won't tell me exactly what she needs to tell me because I haven't been the easiest person to tell something to, and that's the truth, right? So like I can get mad at certain stuff, but I have to have to get mad at myself. If you get mad, you have to get mad at yourself because like they say, if a person tells a joke or a person says something and you get offended by it, check the reason why you got offended. And I got offended by my baby mama's behavior because I was also offended by my own behavior, where I haven't been the easiest person to talk to or easiest person to deal with. I've also been the same person that I claim that she is being. You feel?
Right. So
And
let me ask you this.
I say that, but I'm trying to like I gotta move past that behavior as a man because I know what needs to be done.
Right. So let me ask you this, bro, and be as open as possible. Um, I want to ask you this for a second. So when you felt as if you feel as if like of course you guys have the time the situation now. You said that you're not innocent because you said things in the past to her. Now, did all of this like anger and animosity towards her happen before you guys had the child, or was it already like this when you guys engaged in a relationship?
No, it wasn't like that before because we had that intriguing, beautiful honeymoon kind of relationship where just things are just good, man. But then things go from being good to counting. You can go from being a good player to being a clutch player,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sort of like that. Like you just have a good relationship, right? Or do you have a clutch relationship, right? And right now, and people really find, and once you start having kids and stuff like that,
It
you,
changes.
you find out how clutch your relationship really is, and you start having to really be more than good. So I mean, I'm not mad at her or mad at myself. I just realized we're dealing with the clutch of it rather than just the good of it.
Well, with that being said, so I can have an understanding, right? Because I've seen marriages where they how do I say it? It does come to a clutch where they're just like, oh, well, you did this and you did that, or you're not handling this, you're not handling that. But the secret to it all is the communication. So was the communication really active when you and her found that that clutch was going on, or was it like it just kept going lower and lower and lower? Like did it ever was it ever that just conversation, just like, look, listen, I feel like something is going on, or blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Or even at least like try to like keep the passion alive by maybe doing like a random date or something like that. Like, was there ever communications like that?
Well,
You think?
things happen so fast that there was no need, there was no time for communication, just action.
Mm.
And I think that a lot of times we can do ourselves a favor and just slow down and get to know you. You know what I mean? Just slow down because like things happen so fast that there was no time. Like sometimes, like that's the thing about trauma bonding, right? Whenever you trauma bond with someone, there's no chance to slow down and get to know that person. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna punch you in the nose, knock you out, and save you because you're drowning. We're gonna trauma bond. We're gonna knock each other out and try to save each other right now because we're trauma bonding, and hopefully float to safety. And that's one of those things where like sometimes where like it's just not an easy. It seems like an easy or a fairly bad bond, but it gets worse if you're not like prepared for it. That's kind of how it is. If you look at it like that, yeah.
I get what you mean, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of rough though.
So it happened. It happened too fast before you could really react.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get it, and it's like it's like a rhetorical question now because I feel like I already answered it, but you already answered it. So, didn't you say you guys got divorced, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, who did the divorce? If you don't mind me asking.
She did, but it was a shotgun marriage that I never wanted to do.
And her reasons was because she just didn't feel the spark with you anymore. Was it something on your behalf that
Well,
you did to her?
it's because she found out she was pregnant. Right? We didn't get divorced after the baby was born. We were married, and then she got pregnant the next month, and then we were cool. And then like things just got worse and worse because she just kept, being more controlling. It's just like it's one of those weird things where I can never explain how women act when they have kids, man, but it's different.
I hear you.
It's different, man. And all I'm saying is you gotta be prepared for it, but it's different. It's definitely different.
I hear you.
Prepare for it.
So do you? All right. So probably the last question. I'll let you continue. That doesn't mean I'm stopping the panel or anything. Like I'm not. But what I want to know is this. So do you guys feel like you were prepared for having the baby?
Well, no, but I don't know if anyone is ever truly prepared for childbirth. No matter how financially or mentally or even physically or spiritually, educationally, you are prepared. I mean, like there's just factors of life that are just, I mean, almost like a ghost or something that you just can't see it, but it's definitely going to come there and be there. There's just factors that's just going to just be there that just you can't account for. You can't make enough money. You can't be spiritually, mentally, physically. Like all those things are just beneficiaries or things that help you in that journey, but they're never enough. Because I've had to have all those things and more to continue on this journey of fatherhood. And I cannot say that she has not had to have those same things in her journey in motherhood. I mean, we get so down on each other, and because honestly, I'm not even mad no more. I was mad earlier today, but I'm not mad anymore. So I'm up here talking to y'all on the internet rather than relying on the internet. Because at the end of the day, we ended up coming to a conclusion, talking to each other, and all right, well, we need to do this. We need to get our son. I need you to get like, I got some things. I took care of some things like health insurance and all those things. Now he does need some shoes, some winter boots, and a coat, and I wasn't able to cover that. And sometimes brothers be like, child support's enough. Going to see your child's enough. Nothing is enough until you gave it all. And that's the thing about it. We're figuring out giving it all and having something for ourselves. But having something for yourself is giving all, man. That's everything, man. So like the manosphere, man, I understand their grievances. I understand how mad they are. I understand what they're saying, but it's all ideology over reality.
Well, my feelings towards the manosphere, I started telling people, I started getting a little bit aggravated after a while because you cannot. I'm trying to put it in a way where I'm trying to speak out about it. I say like it's an array of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? At first, it's like quote unquote red pill versus blue pill. But then red pill is all about trying to recognize the woman's whimsical nature and just how she is. And then sitting up there talking about, well, you see, she's all on feminism. And then it's just like, okay, well, that's how she is. I mean, yes, we have an understanding the Western world is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ideologies being thrown at us, whether you're talking 2021, 1998, or 1972, and this, that, and the third. We have an understanding that there's a lot of things going on in society as it is. That's why I say, y'all, when people preach this red pill shit, you can't just always say it's the opposite sex. You need to recognize the world views and understanding there's a lot of different things going on in the world besides these random acts of putting things into the psychosis of people's minds, whether it's a woman or man. That's why I get a little irritated at dudes that talk about their red pill. Then they come along and because they think they can just call a random woman a bitch on a panel, that they're alpha men. Nothing is alpha men about them, right? So then brothers want to sit up there and talk about we want to do the right thing. We want to do the right thing. Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay, you go ahead. In one of those streams I had talked about the meetup. I said I'm not against the meetup. I'm not against brothers wanting to meet up to talk about things that's necessary for the progression of so-called black men. I'm not mad at that at all. But your pitch is flawed. Because the thing about it is, if your whole entire talking point is about to sit up there and talk about what these women did wrong, then you're not saying shit to me. I'm supposed to be looking at you and being like, this is the information I can get from you because this is going to help me improve financially, spiritually, and all this other stuff. That's not what's given out from these dudes. Because then it's all of a sudden arguing about who's a conservative and who's this and who's that. You're not doing shit for me. You're not putting information in my mind that I can take on an everyday basis outside the internet portal. Then the thing about it is they get mad at me because I sit up there and said the pitch, y'all didn't even invite certain people there, right? Then on top of that, it wasn't even marketed right. There was no good promo for, I'm not going to say no good, but the promo was just janky. So I had a problem with that. Then it was about going back to talking about women again. So I said my problem with the manosphere has always been that it's an array of shit all over the place. Dudes want to be able to sit up there and get their shit off on a panel, talking about same old recycled conversations every week, and they don't sit up there and talk about different things. I express men's mental health on this channel. I've expressed that so many times. I've said there needs to be spaces where men need to have a conversation. Because how many mental health facilities we know for so-called black men? Even in my goddamn city, we don't have a lot. There's more men that's involved in going to the psych ward than they are involved in going to a men's health facility where they can talk openly as men. And that shit really gets to me because I take that shit seriously. Because when brothers like you get into a situation you can't express yourself, it's going to be on some stuff where you feel like you have to go to the extreme and hurt another person and go to the violent perspective on things instead of sitting up there saying, you know what, let me pump my brakes. Let me call one of my family members I know most that can support me and help me out. Let me talk to someone who may have the same interests that I do so that I can be able to get it off with no judgment. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing about it is that was my beef about that shit. You know what I'm saying? When did those panels happen? No fucking way. And then those brothers out there that was having problems with women, they embarked on having those incels come out. And I'm sorry to say it, but there's no comfort with certain men, for a lot of us men. We don't have no comfort. You understand?
We just have a avenue of anger.
And it's nothing wrong with having anger when it's directed to a solution. You understand what I'm saying?
That avenue is a rabbit hole into more anger.
Well, that's the crabs in a bucket mentality it brings in now. Because then it's just like, well, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad too. What you mad about, bitches? Oh, I'm mad about bitches too. We both mad about bitches. Let's just clown on bitches that act like the bitches we don't like. That's literally the whole entire rabbit hole of it all. And I say, okay, I'm the one that's sitting up there saying ignore them. I'm sitting up there saying they're not to your caliber. They're not to what your liking is. You're looking for a woman that presents herself in a better way. Of course, then, because those women might get mad and might get jealous of those women get more attention, that's why they have to throw out names like pick-me's and all this other stuff, right? Like, the whole point of life is to be happy and find tranquility and peace, not find drama. Drama is just a natural thing that happens, but you have to maneuver through those cracks and crevices, which a lot of brothers just don't want to do. They stay in a comfort zone. They don't want to move past it because it's comfortable for them, whether they're making content or whether they're just saying off of their minds, well, this is what's going to get me views, or this is what people are supporting me as. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. But you know, I try different approaches.
That's how that goes.
Different things.
This is exactly how that goes, bro.
Yeah.
But look, I'm about to go ahead and watch some TV and chill out. And I done chilled out, and had a good day. Dropped me an informative live. Stopped by, had a real talk, and y'all be blessed, man. And y'all stick up.
And before you go, bro, if you need to talk, also hit up my email.
I will, bro. I will. And I think more brothers need to talk about the simple fact of what actually goes on, and it's heartbreaking, and it does make you want to get mad. Mm-hmm. But like I said, man, I was by the grace of God, I was able to call my father and be like, "Look, man, baby mama tripping. That this shit is just too fucking much. She out of line." And my dad went and like, you know what? I got you, son. He made it all good. And I'm not above saying that. I'm 34 years old, and I'm not above saying that my father helped me in real life over not the internet, not the father of the internet, not the Matrix. I'm not above saying that my father helped me at 34 years old. I'm not above saying I needed my father at 34 years old.
Well, that's your parent. You're gonna need him for life. There's nothing wrong with knowing that there's always someone there when it comes to family members. That's just how it goes. Your parent is always going to be your parent, no matter if you get young, no matter how young you are, no matter how old you are. They're always going to be a link in your life. You just you make the transition into understanding you have to grow. You have to be able to maneuver through life with the assistance with your parents when it calls for it. You know what I'm saying? So that on that odds, you never. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to them at 34 years old. Nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't even care if you're 48. He's still breathing. He's still alive. Give that man a call. Hey, look, listen, something going on. My baby mama tripping. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. That's an outlet. That's a vital outlet, bro. But yeah, man. Just take a breather, bro. And like I said, hit up my email if you need me, bro. Straight up.
Hey, you stay blessed, brother. Stay up.
All right, brother. Peace. Yeah. Feel fucking good. That was good. Janet, you still there? Janet?
Yeah.
You sound tired.
I know. I'm on my way out.
All right. I'm gonna let you get your rest.
Stayed as long as I could, darling.
No, that's fine. I'll let you get your rest. Thank you for coming. I always appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right, guys. Very informative powwow. I appreciate everybody that came on the live tonight. You guys are great. You guys always make me feel welcome. You guys always make me feel good. You understand? No matter what we do here, you know what I'm saying? It's always about peace and tranquility on this powwow. This is why I named it the Brownstone Powwow. This is the warm welcoming. I don't care if you angry. I don't care if you happy. I don't care about none of that. Anytime you guys want to come up here and express yourself and, you know, we have fun, we do all this other stuff, just recognize. Bronzebird is here for you. You know what I'm saying? So, I like I said, man, it's all up to y'all. You know what I mean? This is what this is all about. But I appreciate everybody that was in the panel, everybody that was in the comment section. I appreciate those who's bird watching right now. I appreciate all you guys. But before I get out of here, you know what I do. You know I'm going to play music. So, peace.
I made 872 million off of molasses yesterday. Straight up. Only rhyming cause I'm nice. Yo, big body, man. I don't even give a shit no more. We on our way. Look at the game, say, bitch, I deserve you. Yes, I do. Here forever, that's my word, boo. I know my words slurring now, but when I sober up, I just called to see how the fuck you been holding up. I know you heard your boy been hopping out the Rover truck. Long removed from when I rode the bus. Now I'm diving up in Polish sluts with the gorgeous butts. And she love it when I throw her in the Cobra clutch. Window half down, smoke trickle out. Stripper fixing out the blouse, put the pickle in the pouch. No more sushi style reserved for the past days. Big joints filled with hash in my ashtrays. We still fam, though we chose different pathways. I heard you sniffing, cleaning plates like the Cascade. That's the only thing that's certain was the cash phase. Fuck it, I'm getting money to my last days. Look at this game, say, bitch, I deserve you. Here forever, that's my word, boo. I know my words slurring now, but when I sober up, I just called to see how the fuck you been holding up. Look at this game, say, bitch, I deserve you. Here forever, that's my word too. I know my words slurring now, but when I sober up, I just called to see how the fuck you been holding up. The number changing, I ain't recognize the ringtone, so pardon for the unannounced rain. You know I've been gone. Look the fucking beat up, I was looped around the planet in a coupe with the cannon, with the car and the camera. Paparazzi never flash, the days are way beyond us. Fact, they never flash, and I'm below the surface on us. Never blast my way out, I stroll out, go by, under the nose of anybody that knows not. Check-ins out of courtesy, cause these are not requirements. Wait until our time is up, iron in the niacin. Through my assassin, flying out the lion's den. This is weird science, inside a siren's blend. I hear the silent tin and water just a little splashing. Loop it up and bring it back, man, cause this is action. Look at the game, say, bitch, I deserve you. Here forever, that's my word too. I know my words slurring now, but when I sober up, I just called to see how the fuck you been holding up.
Now it's time for me.
The fuck? It's 2014. Get caught waiting. Get caught waiting.
Word, these little niggas. Nack daddy, ooh. Yeah. Nack daddy, ooh. Nack man, you know what I mean? Superman flow. Ah. Oh. Boardroom. Yeah. Pretty tale watches the city swell. Posted this snack of nemesis to the wicked, the living hell. The voice of the digits got tell it honest. Swinging it up away from the electronics. Creamy white interior, Lexus, the shell is onyx. Phonics for felons, ebonics. Cold as Klondike tonics. Mixed with promethazine and inhaling chronic vomit. Sipping more liquor, puffing no splits of the supersonic. Put you phony niggas with who you belong with. King Kong shit. Firearms with strong pair. Fitting is difficult to get along with. Put a bullet slug in your conscience till you get it through your head. I'm not the nigga you should think of locking your arms or never. Running the course is clever. Wars for cheddar, niggas dying with me like we was born together. I'm nice with the pistol, but with a sword I'm better. Dig a hole on a private island to store the treasure. You chose to ignore the professor. Now you find yourself in a compromising predicament, more or less a nigga. Caíte en olla and can't take it. Keep your hands up out of my face before I break a sacred this man's space. Niggas is advantageous. My crime is courageous. The word of mouth from the cutty contagious. Double wages, laying taste a couple different flavors of bubble hazes. But don't get it twisted, my gun is dangerous. I'm amazed. Water fountains in the desert, women with fly fragrance. Look and see y'all ages. Catch a matinee at the opera house on occasion. You lame niggas for waivers and abominations. You know? Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Yo. Yo, cocaine, cotina, Nina, Renner, Neiman, Marcus, commemorative, Remy Martin by the leader. Earlier, looking deeper, cooking up fajitas. Scratched off cereal, number stolen heaters. Eureka, Rolls Royce, Rika, Reaper, Grim Reaper. Gotta have them running like a gym teacher. Reese Whipper, spoon on the digi scale for the Incas, Chief Apache. Green beef and broccoli, salute hot sauce. Got sore for day par, you know where to find me. Probably in your lobby waiting for a blink on the brigade. Lottie, snuck a shotty in the party, barrio. Thought he was probably, but he got body, watching out for federales creeping on the cop patrol. Sad warfare for the Jaguar, red gems, getting drunk as a Montana Hiroshima, the heaven spot. Benjamins in the knot, in the block of the big drop, shot a head rock, chicken heads fly.
Just a nigga that love titties and fucking up the commas, hug the kitties and plug the cities. We floss the garments, got the plug in me like Nostradamus. Lost the blicky cause the cops was on us. Mommy on corners, boofing the peas on up to California. Poverty town, Warner in here. My bottom bitch dropped the daughters this year. My biggest fear, chicken and beer, my last supper. Flip execs on fire states, bad stuff, a crash land to your fireplace to fuck your fat ass mother. Casting over the ghetto, give me my dish with slabs of butter, geppettos that lack a soul. Stilettos is what them baggers want. Up in the slums, fuck ashy whores, so they snoring storms. Chloroform if she go for too long. We savage lord, tapping jaw, that's how I'm feeling lately. Relaxing feelings, lazy caps get peeled back on niggas that's feeling shady. Stash your children, flood massive buildings, give your ass this healing. Gun cock sideways, clap civilians, spat the ceilings. Nigga drop him to his death on the way to go crab fishing. We labbing, jag whipping, the stash had mad millions cash. Fast grab shrubs of the grass, we glass ripping, bragging dough, so mass spit. Come and get this ass whipping, bitch. Bombs trigger, coniferous, fly, fluffy, alpine, lit up, wise niggas, my syndicate, mind dealers, yeah. Bombs trigger, coniferous, fly, fluffy, alpine, lit up, wise niggas, my syndicate, mind dealers, yeah. Bombs trigger, coniferous, fly, fluffy, alpine, lit up, wise niggas, my syndicate, mind dealers, yeah. Bombs trigger, coniferous, fly, fluffy, alpine, lit up, wise niggas, my syndicate, mind dealers, yeah. Wise niggas.